What is happening? And welcome to a very special edition of A Couple of Brickheads, coming to you live this Thursday, May 28th. And, first and foremost, Chris, you must be getting all kinds of media calls and people reaching out. I want to sincerely thank you for responding to us. I sent you a note, I think just yesterday, and you responded. You were kind enough to join the show. Needless to say, well, first off, how are you guys doing? How are you holding up with all this going on?
A little overwhelmed with everything that's happening right now. It was so much more. It's so much more than we ever expected it would be. So yeah.
I mean, the whole situation has been so awful for so long that now it's like, can we afford to be hopeful now? Because people have been so supportive.
Sure. Yeah. There's a lot to go out there, a lot of rumors, speculation, innuendo, narratives, all that stuff. You've got Ben doing a big video. You've got the community reacting. BAM is starting to release a little bit more information on their side. In fact, something was just released. We're going to jump right in if you don't mind.
Go for it.
This is from the latest from BAM. This is a quote. It's published on their website, and this is a part I think myself and other viewers of this series, it's almost like a Netflix level thing at this point. This is one of the questions that came up a lot, and they kind of addressed it. I don't know why it's a ticker. Hang on a second. I don't want a ticker. I just want it on the screen. Sorry about that. Okay. So it says, and this is what I was curious about, 'cause it's a little fuzzy. It says most sets were sold by Law and Gorman, and any remaining inventory was stored offsite prior to BAM's repossession of the store. And so that's the thing, like, because I've always wondered that myself, like, it was a ton of inventory. Can you walk me through, like, when you got it, did you get the full amount of it at once? Was it brought in piecemeal? Could you possibly have it in collection that large on the shelves? Was it safe to walk me through that?
We didn't get it all at once.
Okay.
Our first like kind of gathering of it was, I picked it up from Brian Mansell's dad's house.
Okay.
And took a small sampling, I think like maybe 10, 12 sets, to Rose City Comic Con.
Okay.
Just to kind of see if we could even sell them. That went really well. And then Brian and I moved forward with actually doing the consignment agreement.
Okay.
And then over the next like couple months there, they got moved from his dad's house to Salem to like Brian's storage unit, and then kind of slowly shifting a few to the store, a few like stayed in storage until I could like go buy like safe storage units for the store.
Not in our storage. I mean, that's important.
Not in our storage.
To know.
Brian's
store these things somewhere. She had to buy these really big safes to keep them safe.
So,
and people need to realize this is over the course of a couple of years. So, like,
we had them in the store for about a year.
About a year.
But it did take about 3 or 4 months to get the whole collection actually into the store.
Okay.
And then we sold about, I want to say, I have the numbers, but not on me. And Brian has the spreadsheet with what was actually sold. I think we ended up selling about a third of the collection before corporate seized the store.
Okay.
And we weren't allowed to stay and do an inventory the night Brandon kicked us out of the store. But Ben and I went and took like meta-stamped pictures and videos of all of the inventory remaining in the store. All of that was provided, like Brian's part of the collection was provided to him.
Yeah.
And all the rest of it has been provided to our attorneys.
Okay. So you sold about a third of it. So
roughly about there. Yeah.
Out there, when people say the full, and it doesn't make it any better, by the way, but like when people are saying like the full 200, which we all understand is actually not that. That was the retail value. It was probably half or a little over. We know how trade-ins and retail works. So
well, and that was a range of, because value fluctuates constantly.
100%.
I kind of provided him like a low range and a high range. Yeah.
Sure. So, but based on that, it is fair to say, like, he did get a little bit of he got the payout, on some of it. So so it was over the course of about a year. You sold a chunk of it. You're saying that when you decided to turn over the store or were first forced out, there's a couple stories on that, but regardless of how that came, when you turned it over, you had the balance of those sets in the location on that day. And you have photographic proof of that. Okay. Because they're saying they found like 4,000 or 6,000 in the latest statement. I want to say they said they found 5 to 8K of it in there, and that was it.
One of the things that's interesting that your viewers should know is they assured us that night by the next day they would provide us an inventory.
Yeah. And
they
I still
never
haven't
provided that.
Yeah.
So all of their we had $4,000 of it. Why have they never provided an inventory that that could be double checked against all of our video? This is their magical hey,
they have they have offered to I guess work together on what they did find, even though they can't be certain. This is what was in the statement. I'm just in the middle here.
I haven't seen it yet, so
yeah, check out the latest statement when you get a chance. But they said they would work with them to on what was verifiable there, and they're claiming it was only that low amount. So what do you think happened? I always like to say this, like you this is not you with certainty, but like what do you think happened that you turned over the store?
I want to
70% or so, whatever you want to say, but like 70% or so, whatever, a good chunk of that inventory was there. What do you think happened between then and when they told you we don't have it?
So like I want to clarify, because it's a question that I've gotten often about why I just left, and I want to clarify. I purchased a previously owned franchise. The store was already there. I was working as the manager before we bought the location. Right. And so the lease for the building was in corporate's name. Despite it being in our franchise agreement, they never signed the lease over for us, which is how they used to threaten and how they got us out of that store that night. So there's no other way I would have left that store and left Brian's collection in the store if we had had that option.
It was mentioned that you said you would, and two other things. It was said either due to poor performance, which is if that's something they've manufactured, it wasn't doing well, missing payments, whatever that is, or you perhaps wanted to leave the country. There's a little bit of that flowing around for an opportunity outside of the country. Is either one of those true? Did you talk about that, but then said, nah, I don't want to do that? Or
we approached corporate originally about, we had an opportunity. We were looking at moving to Europe.
Yeah.
The next day they had a meeting and said, and so we approached them about the next process in selling the store. The next morning we had a meeting and they said, we think the best thing to do is for corporate to buy the store back. And then that night Brandon showed up and then corporate informed me they were terminating our contract and seizing everything in the store.
Without buying it back.
Without buying. I haven't received a penny or any inventory from corporate.
So were you in debt? You don't have to give numbers. Were you in debt to BAM though for an amount to where they could think they could take that inventory and turn it into?
So because of their failure to sign over the lease, and this is all in the lawsuit that we filed, that caused issues with the landlord and rent payments. They assured me that was no problem, that we were working together. It would be fine. We'd take care of it. They used that then as an excuse to terminate the agreement.
And throughout this whole thing, when's the last time you actually talked with or were consulted by anyone from that side? I mean, has it been years since however long since you turned it over to the new owners, or?
It took us until I believe January or February of this year to finally get their lawyer and our lawyer to agree on a first meeting leading towards mediation. And then they stopped responding to any requests after that, which is when we filed the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got no calls, no contact from them after that night. I did get one text message from a corporate employee while we were in Europe, just saying hey, how's it going? But I'm deeply mistrusting and did not give him any information. But he also claimed to no longer be working with the company. That's a different. Yeah. So they never made any attempt to actually fix this.
Yeah, because it said they were kind of waiting for certifiable evidence. Would you be open to and I'm using this term, I'm not even trying to sound legal, but would you be open to some sort of mediation? Because I feel to me this is just a giant classic breakdown of communication.
This is wild. I was just talking with Reckless Ben about this today.
Breakdown of communications.
Yeah. No, they could solve this thing in about, my estimation is about 3 days.
Yeah.
They could reach out to us, sit down for a negotiation, make a real settlement offer, include in that settlement offer that we would make a joint statement that they'd paid back Brian, they'd paid back us, and this could be done. It is wild to me that they are stalling on this, because we are absolutely willing to Let them make
Why
this
do you
right.
think-
They're not
Why
even
do you
trying.
think they are? I mean, you know the Colch pretty good, Chris. You know the Colch.
I mean,
Sorry, I hate to quit focus. It's on both of you. I'm sorry, but
No.
like you guys know the
Yeah.
culture very well.
Yeah.
Why do you? What is it about? Is it them where they just you don't think they want to settle? Do you think they have something where they feel like they don't need to?
Yeah.
Does it matter? Like,
I don't even think we can speculate.
I don't think we can
I don't
speculate.
know why they would
I
not
think-
be,
I
but I have
think-
no idea.
I think outside of the audio that we've already released, we can't speculate further.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
I mean, people can
Yeah.
make a judgment about what this says about their
Yeah.
character, but I don't know why they're
Yeah.
not. It's wild to me.
and what do you think about the position? Even like before this, I mean, as far as sentiment towards the brand generally, how have you been feeling about it?
I feel bad for individual franchise owners.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
this is bouncing back on them, but I also know what is in the franchise agreement and what recourse those owners have. I also know, the amount of royalty fees, and I know how people are responding to another indication of corporate greed. Like, I understand where the public opinion is coming from like with this. I would like to see more franchise owners reach out and speak up. We've heard from a few. I am open to speaking to anybody else that wants to reach out.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I think that's the first thing to sort of I don't know if healing's a word just yet, but like that's always the first way, right? Is just like open communication, clear communication, honesty, get to the table, figure it out. Because I think I speak for the community a little bit. Like we're not used to this sort of thing with like
Right?
big time
Neither are
scandals.
we.
Like we're a bunch of nerdy Lego freaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
kind of wild to be dragged into
Yeah.
this sort of
Well,
thing,
that's
but-
what she keeps saying. Lego should be fun. Like this should not
Yeah.
be something
Yeah.
that is a source of
Yeah.
controversy. And
Yeah.
we want people to just be able to enjoy their Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm like I said, that's my hope. I think it sucks for absolutely everybody involved, and I do appreciate you calling out the individual franchise owners. And by the way, I don't like this whole but it's a franchise, we're not accountable thing that BAM does. I don't like that, and I tell them that.
I agree
because
with
it's
that.
like it's your logo on the store. At the end of the day, they're
Right.
gonna think it's you, whether it's you or not. So it really doesn't matter about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I
I
appreciate
can
you sticking
only-
up for them. And people shouldn't be if you've had a relationship with your BAM over several years, you shouldn't be boycotting them and all that. That's how I feel. If you want to, it's all good. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wish everybody would chill and get the whole story. And that's what we're trying to do, is try to figure it out. But we also would like some resolution, because it's a compelling and ultimately sort of sad story that I feel like could have been avoided if a few steps were taken. I wasn't
It
there.
could
though. I
have
don't-
it could have been avoided over a year ago. Yeah.
well over a year ago.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this? Is something about the law enforcement? Like, what did you know about them there before, how they were portrayed in these videos? Is that accurate, where they kind of can be?
I mean, I had when
You
I
have to live
owned the
there, though, so
store.
be careful.
Well, and I only have about 3 minutes. So
Okay, cool. And you'll
I
come
had-
back, right? We can get you back.
Yes,
Yeah.
we should.
Awesome.
Be good.
Okay, cool.
I had nothing but good experiences with the Kaiser Police Department. When I was acting in ownership of the store, I can't speak to any of Ben's experiences. I don't know anything about it outside of what I have seen in the same footage everybody else has seen.
But people should watch that.
That's
Ben's part 2.
Yeah.
I think you have to log into his Patreon for that.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Oh,
Check
where it
that
gets-
out.
where it
That
gets
video.
plotted?
That part
Yeah.
2 is amazing.
Other than that, I given the general state of things in the country, it didn't come as a large surprise to me.
Yeah.
But that's the extent of my
Cool.
knowledge of any of it.
Well, I know you got to run, but just so everybody's clear, because that was the biggest thing. I was kind of like polling. I'm like, what's the biggest thing you guys want to know? The inventory, the balance of the inventory, estimated at 60 or 70% of it, whatever it was at the store when you left. It was not in
Inside the
storage. It
store.
was not off-site. It could have easily the next day been returned to Brian, but it was not. That's your position.
Absolutely. It was
Yeah.
inside the store.
And I
All
have video and camera footage to prove that. Brandon
You
watched
recorded
me
the
walk.
sets too, right? You said
Yeah,
before you left?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I took videos and pictures of everything, and Brandon stood there and watched me do it.
There you go.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, get back in there. Appreciate you taking your
Thank
break
you.
to hang with this knucklehead.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you so much. And we'll be calling you when you have more time. We appreciate it. Let's get this thing done.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping us spread the word. It
Yeah.
really means a lot.
Yeah. The only other thing I want to clarify for anybody watching this or seeing me appear on any of their things, I am not Amanda. That's the biggest misconception I have gotten. There have been some horribly disgusting comments because my face is all over the Salem Bricks and Minifigs social media. All of their social media.
The manager of the new owners?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All of the social media pages for the Salem Bricks and Minifigs were operated under my management. So all of those pictures on there with the person, that it's me, not her.
Okay.
I wanted to throw that out and clarify.
Are you friendly with Amanda? Do you guys ever hang?
I've never met her in my life. She was not an employee of mine. I have never met her, nor would I ever employ somebody that treated people that way.
All right.
That's my last statement. Sorry.
No,
Thank you.
It's all good. People are chattering about her out there as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Again, I could talk to you forever. There's so much to cover here.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Listen, we're on for a while, so if you get out and you're bored out of your mind, come back in. We'll be covering this thing all night long.
I've got to head back into work, but yeah, maybe on your next show.
There you go. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. There
Bye.
you go. There's Chris and Ben out there. Guys, let's I mean, dude, that was awesome. I wish we had like hours to go through this, but I mean, that's a position, right? And like, to me, the inventory is the whole thing. You can go round and round about everything, but it's like when we're talking about when that's the headline piece of this story is the 200K and this and that and other. It's like, okay, where did that go? Because everybody's claiming it wasn't there. They just said, not claimed. This isn't a claim. They said it, right? Chris said the inventory was on the site when the store was seized or whatever the term is, turned over. And she says they have video footage of that. And so I think pretty easy if there is video of that, like, let's get that shown. I don't know if it can be shown prior to a court date, but I mean, I'd love it. I'd love it right here on ACOP. We could show that particular footage. That would be awesome. But yeah, guys, we're going to continue to cover this thing best we can. Welcome if you're new around here. We will have, hopefully in a bit, Brian from M&R Productions possibly joining in. And currently we do have our co-host, Brent from Brent's Bricks, is joining as well. But what are you guys thinking out there? Let's take a poll here. Who is guilty? Bam. Chris. Let's see. New owners, was it Josh? I don't know. You guys know, but let's do this. Polls out there. What do you guys give me your thoughts, man? I'm ready to rip through these comments here. All the above. Bam is guilty. All the above. Sean, can you play coins and keychains? No. Law enforcement, is that an option? Yeah, that was kind of disappointing. Again, guys, it is tough when things are edited, and that's why honestly I feel like, and I'm not saying that it was 100% cooked, but you guys know how this works, man. That's why we do what we do live. We this is all unedited, uncooked, unfiltered, non-biased. We're just here as fans, like, reporting on what we see in the moment. So you guys are cracking me up. We got Bam. We got Brent. All right, Brent from Brent's Bricks is here. Brent, what an emotionally charged evening so far. Dude.
I know. I was listening. I got my son here tonight, so I was trying to get him down in bed, but also was listening to that. So yeah, I mean, a lot to unpack. Huge shout out to everybody showing up. Almost 500 people out there. Insane. Someone said Brent's guilty. I swear I have nothing to do with that. But yeah, man. Huge shout out to our guests and huge shout out to everybody tuning in tonight. 505 of you guys tonight. Insane. Can't thank you guys enough.
And by the way, just to show we're fair with this, and we want to very much hear both sides. We have sent invites out to BAM, and we are talking to them. We are talking to BAM Corporate. I'm going to put that out there. Hopefully everybody follows up on it. But they're perhaps open to a discussion on this, and they would join the broadcast. That would be tomorrow night, which is not a normal night for us. But we would make that happen if we could get Bam on the line to share their side. We can go point by point with what we want to know, and hopefully we have a little more time. But we want to hear both sides of this thing before making a call. I mean, Brent, speak how you want now, but I mean, it does feel like there's, I don't know, too much going on. It's like a lot of mistakes were made like all over the place, in my opinion.
Yeah, I literally just now finished the like 2-hour Reckless Ben video.
That's a big investment of time. Yeah.
So it took me a few when you're
thank you, Mr. 90210. Go ahead,
when you're chasing kids around, it's a little tough to finish, but it's a great watch. So huge shout out to Reckless Ben. Huge shout out actually to Reckless Ben for covering that fantastically. Before we get too far, Sean, because obviously I know you were limited on time with our guests, but just to hit a couple of these supers right here. A lot of people were addressing.
We're not going to play any songs right now, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, just to catch up where we're at. Clutch Hit Bricks, new member. Huge shout out to Clutch Hit Bricks for joining the Girth Gang. Fritzy with the 50 gifted.
Piece.
Crazy. Big shouts to Fritz on this one. Big shouts to Fritz. We got Mr. 90210. Just subscribed. Keep covering this. Absolutely, Mr. 90210. And thank you so much for the 10-piece. As Sean said, we'll definitely be covering this more, and especially with more BAM employees coming on to chat with us. And then Bearded Brickhead. I almost thought that was the Bearded Brickman, different Bearded. Member for 9 months. Best Lego podcast, hands down. Love my community. Heck yeah, dude. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, man. King Oldendorf, first ever channel member, coming through with the 10 euros, 10 pounds, whatever you want to call it. Good job, Sean. KO says. And then we got Logan Falcon. 5517. Did we get an answer on the official documented reason why they got their BAM terminated? To be continued?
Yeah, I don't know that I asked that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not sure.
More on that later.
Guys, I tried to speed round as much as I could, and I decided to stay focused on the inventory. I don't know if everyone agrees or disagrees with that, but I feel like there was a lot of, I mean, Brent, you're fresh off the watch, right? To me, that was like the moving target. I mean, that's what's being asked for. That's being discussed. You take all the, I hate to say noise, but you take the noise around it, right? And it's like, okay, but where's the stuff, and can you get paid for it or get it back? And I feel like that inventory is long gone, wherever it went, whatever the truth is on that, that's gone. He's not getting that inventory back. Now it's a matter of like, can he get some payment? Is where I think we're at.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's a hard thing to, I mean, I guess it's not a hard thing to hide if you have storage units, but like, it's pretty hard to. Yeah, that's a lot of weight and Lego.
It is. 200K is not a small number at all.
Yeah.
We got Brickaholics Anonymous with another new member. Shout out to everybody becoming new members, including Fritz. Fritz himself for becoming a new member. Shout out to Fritz for gifting 50 and then becoming a member himself. So big dubs for Fritz. For throwing out the membos and becoming a membo himself. What do you think about that, guys? Pretty sick.
That's awesome. Dude, I'm getting sent like evidence by paralegals right now, live as we're on the air. I'm not going to say from who, but I'm reviewing evidence right now, Brent.
I've noticed our IG has been our IG DMs are going a little crazy. So yeah, getting a lot of DMs from a lot of folks on this. John said, why is your channel so small? Well, because we only stream once a week and we're both dads and we got a lot of other responsibilities in life.
We ask ourselves that. We're kind of niche,
we ask
man.
ourselves
niche.
the same
we
stuff.
We talk Lega. If you like the Lega, everybody should be watching us though, man. It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
We're just dudes talking about Lega.
For sure. Huge shout out to A Squared Bricks for the 6 months of membership. We're gonna miss Figonomics, Fritz. Well, no one ever said Figonomics wasn't coming back.
All right, let me see.
Falcon out in the chat. Whoa. Huge shouts to Falcon fan 1414 in the chat. Everyone should be watching. That's right. Falcon is he's speaking facts over there. Speaking facts.
Dude, I've just been given some evidence here. I'm gonna try to pull this up. This is gonna get emotional here. We've got some store footy of 1229. Okay.
Speaking of everyone watching, if you guys want to know, why our channel isn't bigger, well, there's 519 of you guys in here, and we're pretty close to 6K. And we don't do this often at all. We used to try to at least say it like once a show, like, oh, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. But that's probably another reason why, like, we don't have like a bajillion subs, because me and Sean really hate doing like the soliciting subs thing and like begging people to subscribe. But if you're curious as to why we don't have a lot more subs, there's a bunch of you watching right now that probably aren't subbed. So yeah, subscribe.
Give it a whirl, dude.
Subscribe, be a part of the
fun
gang.
Lego conversations all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of what we do.
All right, I've got a link here. I'm gonna present some. This is interesting. So, let's see.
Ryan, door-to-door sales is no fun. Yeah, man, we don't like to do the, oh my gosh, if you haven't subscribed, you better subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you're dumb.
We really don't. We're really lousy YouTubers. That's the problem. We're just awful at it. So we like, hey man, subscribe if you want. We're just here to hang.
Fun fact though, Sean, as we're talking subs, we're less than 100 from 6K now. So if you guys want to keep,
dude, we
subbing,
gotta hit. If you guys aren't sub, let's hit that 6 piece.
If you
tonight.
guys want to
be
keep
fun.
subbing, go ahead. We would highly appreciate it, because yeah, we've been pretty close to 6K for a minute. So if we can hit that
all day for 6K, all right,
would be sick.
And this should push it over the edge, guys. I've just been handed footage. This is on 12/29. So this is a month and a half after the store swapped over. And this looks like some of this inventory was in fact on shelves of the new owner's store, which is interesting. They were saying they didn't have it, but look, I'm gonna go back. Is that the Star Wars? The Star Wars is gone, but let's Brent, can you look at value here? I mean, there's some heat on there.
Well, depending on what resistance bomber that is, if that's the Finch Dallow one, that's a lot. We got the OG Ghost.
Finchy's not just sitting out there. Come on, man.
Yeah. We've got the old T6. I'm seeing Obi-Wan's. Was that considered UCS? But the big Obi-Wan Starship.
That one wasn't in that pick, I don't think. Oh, on the bottom, yeah, it is. Bottom
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
What else are we seeing? Some of this is a little blurry. We got Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. Speaking
That's
of,
an underrated heater. I'm just saying.
Tyler Lifebricks is always trying to buy my copy off me, but I'm not ever letting it go. Let's see what else is there. I'm trying.
What
to
do you think, though, Brent? That's thousands there. Is that?
There's a good chunk right there for sure.
Some thousands.
There's two. Look at that. Two of the episode 9 post TIE Fighter.
Bam is saying though that they found like $4 to $6 grand. Does that fit that description? Oh, there's more on those shelves there too. I'm sorry, but I've never seen a Bam that dense with sealed Lego sets.
Yeah.
Have you? Except for when they get like a fresh trade, maybe, but I'm never there.
Yeah.
So I this kind of points to perhaps, unless they can, and here's the thing, man, all this stuff can be, let me go back to this because this is again pretty compelling. I mean, I've never seen that much outside of maybe Cherville.
Yeah.
It's not a Bam store, but Fritz's Bricks is loaded to the gills. Whoppy is loaded to the gills. But as far as Bams go, maybe you guys experience it different. But I always roll up there and I see like a couple of little dusty sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's a random lady's TikTok that he. Oh, okay. So he got the date on it. Okay, cool. So shout out to random lady to not be named. Jedi Stone made his call. Too much evidence. What is it, Stone? What's your official gavel swing here, dude? Let's see. There's a new response on Bam Insta, like new. Shall we? Okay. And by the way, guys, just to be clear, I have invited them. We are in conversations. I want to talk to Bam. I do want to talk to Bam. I want everyone to get a chance to say what they want to say, live and uncut. We don't need posts. I don't even think we need courts, Brent. Just come on here and let's talk it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's talk it out. It's crazy. Who wants to go through all that? All right. New official BAM statement. It's on Insta. Okay. Oh, regarding. Here we go. All right. Let me screen share. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw something about that earlier, but I didn't get around.
It might be the one that I talked about, but here we go. So we know many of you have seen the discussion surrounding the former Bricks and Minifigs Salem location, and we understand why people care so deeply. At the center of this situation is a family caught in the middle of a private dispute with a former independent owner. And again, I'm not a fan of the buck passing. I guess they have to a degree, but really not a fan of that. Again, just I don't even know if it's advice or unsolicited advice, but it's like, dude, the logo. We empathize with how painful and emotional this experience must feel for them. We also know our community values fairness, honesty, and compassion, and so do we. After the ownership changed, inventory was thoroughly documented and assessed. We became aware of previous alleged consignment arrangements, Bricks and Minifigs. The new Salem franchise owners were never party to or had any advanced knowledge of. So I thought there was video, Brent, of somebody saying we still have all their stuff before the handover. In the Ben video? Brent, up. You're muted.
Sorry about that. In the video, they were saying that they were going to give all their stuff back. I think I might have like 10 minutes left in the video, actually. But they were saying in the video that they were going to give the stuff back. I don't know if they were just bluffing, which they could have very much been bluffing on that fact.
This is one thing, and maybe I can get an answer from Chris on DM I wanted to get to that I didn't quite get to. And you guys can read the whole thing. I'm sorry. I'm just going to kind of skip here, but well, no, this is important. When we compared the store's inventory against the limited documentation provided, it became clear the fullest acclaimed inventory was not in the store. Any items that could reasonably be identified as potentially belonging to the cosigner were offered back, but that offer was declined. I would like to hear why. Do you think Brian, if that really did happen, would have didn't take him because he didn't want to think that was like the end, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like if he took the $4 or $6 grand, $8 grand, do you think he was concerned that, like, if he did accept that would be like a settlement or something? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on that. As we continued reviewing records, sales receipts showed that a significant number of the sets had already been sold during the course of the alleged arrangement before the store transitioned ownership. The cosigner also publicly stated that portions of the collection had been moved off-site for security reasons. And so I didn't cover that part, Brent. I did hear there were some break-ins, and I meant to ask, like, were some of those sets impacted by those break-ins?
Yeah.
I.e. stolen. Were some of those stolen? Bricks and Minifig firmly denies allegations that corporate or subsequent franchise owners, quote, stole this collection or participated in any in theft of any kind. However, we want to emphasize that our ultimate goal regarding the family remains a fair resolution. We have consistently sought ways to work cooperatively and remain willing to assist through appropriate channels in helping recover any identifiable portions of the collection or associated funds. XOXO. Bam. So, you know, I don't know. Oh, is there more? I can go over here.
Sean, check your text real quick.
Okay. Maybe in a bit.
Shout out to Coop. Join the Discord if you haven't already. A lot of fun stuff in there.
There's a lot of questions too around I invite everybody to read. It's a lot of reading for me to do live on air to everybody, but basically the $100,000 to $200,000 thing, like I think everybody, should understand. I think I did touch on it when I was talking to Chris. Like, that is like the retail value, you know? So when somebody says like, that's kind of like when somebody says, I make $500,000 a year. It's like, that's true. But the reality is you get about half of that with taxes. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't excuse it. It's still a massive number. But there that part has been disputed. I understand that 200K is sexier to draw views and all that stuff, but you know, that they're claiming that it was far less just in general, Bam. And I would like, you know, and apparently there's documented evidence of, I think that's where we're at, Bram. People need to like show their cards at this point.
Yeah.
You know, like if you have documented evidence that you brought into the store worth 200,000 in retail value, again, that's not what a reseller like Bam would pay for it, but that's what the public could pay for it.
Yeah.
Let's see that. And I understand that exists, so that's good. We got one side saying nobody reached out, but Bam is saying that they've reached out and offered resolution a bunch of times. That's interesting to me. It's like, did they not reach out at all, or did they reach out and you know you didn't accept or appreciate what they were offering to do? There is a difference there.
Yeah.
And so they are saying they're gonna learn their lessons on this. More record keeping, inventory management, transparency in the buy sell trade process, and de-escalation, etc. And the whole unlawful consignment agreement. There's a little bit of, it's interesting because I have seen a copy of the franchisee agreement, and there were some terms in there that I think could be definitely confused by franchise owners of whether they can or cannot consign. So I could definitely, I can't guarantee that others have done that, but based on the language, unless you're really reading that thing, people are probably consigning all over the place, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot to take in, a lot of information from a lot of different people, a lot of different sources. But I don't think there has been like a like Lego scandal that has reached like this many platforms, this many people, and has been all over. I mean, this was on the news too, I'm pretty sure. Like it's been absolutely insane. I don't think we've had this many people even live in the chat for a long time. So pretty big deal. But it's
what do you think so compelling about this, Brent? Why is everybody so glued to this? Why did this cross over to mainstream? Yeah.
I think it's because a lot of people kind of feel some type of way about Bam already. So the fact that all this is happening now, I feel like the community was kind of ready to jump on it, you know.
There had been some heat building.
Yeah, the
3PO incident didn't help.
Yeah, there has been heat building for a while. So, you know, when something like this happens, people are kind of ready to sound off. Sure. So I feel like that's a contributing factor.
Here's a good slide here. So the collection, again, we asked this directly. The collection was moved offsite. In a separate written statement, Mr. Mansell acknowledged that Law and Gorman, that's who we were meeting with on the phone there. Again, lovely people, it seemed. You know, we had a good time. Had removed sets from the store to an off-site secure location. And this is interesting. And that customers had to buy them first before they would be retrieved from storage. BAM Corporate never took possession of or had access to this off-site storage facility. So how would you facilitate a sale like that, Brent? Somebody comes in and they're kind of like itching. They're like, where's the Star Wars? And you're like, I'll tell you what, like, it's not on the shelf, but let me run to storage real quick and I'll get you a Bobes. You know,
yeah, we
mean?
don't
like,
have it
in
happening here right now, but we do. We do have it, but we don't have it
here because the store gets broken into constantly. However, so I don't know. I think that's not to say either side is wrong or where the truth is on that, but that would be a pretty tough way to sell. Do you just like is it like GameStop where they give you those little cards you take to the reg and you're like,
right.
I would like one slave one, please.
Yeah. Someone said in chat earlier, I think it was Fritz. He was like, we should just get Reckless Ben on for a stream.
I reached out to Reckless Ben, guys. I am relentless. You know,
Yeah.
I reached out to everybody. We've gotten a couple of hits, including, you know, Ryan potentially coming on. Biggest Lego Star Wars YouTuber. Which, by the way, if you guys are new here, he's a friend of the show. He's on anyway. It's not like he's just jumping on a hype train. He comes and hangs with us, whatever.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. We got Chris coming through. New friend of the show. I hope everything just works out for everybody here. It sucks, but let's go on. The former franchisee had been selling the collection for over a year. A recent audit of the POS system records showed over $50,000 worth of similar inventory was sold by Law Gorman during that time period. That's interesting. But again, notice the word. I'm a big weasel word guy. Similar inventory. You know what I mean? So, like, define it. You should say inventory that matched some of the submissions of that consignment was part of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't, and again, it's probably because it's legal. They can't just say dead to rights. That was exactly. So I guess I answered my own question there. But,
yeah. Still though, it makes it tough when, you know, Lego Star Wars is such a, you know, kind of the big dog IP.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
this situation proves that we cannot simply assume every local franchisee is following protocol. We will reinforce existing prohibitions on store level side deals. And my question to that sounds great. My question to that is how? Do they have some sort of regional manager structure?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they have regular store audits. You know, they're kind of spread out. It's like, and how do you have a regional, and again, I'm not ultra familiar with how franchises work in that sense, but like, I'm sure there's like a QA person from the company that probably does stop by and be like, you know, hey, are you doing this? Are you complying with that? But like a full time, or how often are we doing this?
Yeah.
It sounds good. And I hope they do it. I'm just saying that's got to be tough.
Yeah.
Bricks and Minifigs.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah. Trains owners not to offer consignment. The franchise agreement states you agree that your store will use and or only offer services, only services, products, and merchandise as set forth in the ops manual or as otherwise approved by us and as may be periodically modified by us in our sole discretion. The 2023 Owner's Operation Manual, which the former franchisee was bound to, states, make sure your business only buys. We do not lend, loan, consign, or pawn on any product that comes in. So there was some language. I don't have it referenced here. But there were some times, and I believe that's how Chris said she started. I did read something like, if you were doing something off site, you could consign. There was language where you could. And I'm wondering why that was left out. You know, maybe saying like, hey, and again, that's if it's even true. Who knows? We really just need all this like spelled out at this point. What is false? That corporate took on the consignment liability. We acknowledge a corporate support employee verbally said the new owner would take all that consignment liability. All right, so that's good. They're admitting that an employee said that, which you got is on corporate's behalf, when the store ownership changed hands. The employee wasn't making any formal agreement or committing the company legally. The statement's intention was that any consignment inventory in the store would go back to its rightful owner, not that we were taking on any agreements ourselves. I don't know that all of that was said in that exchange. I don't know that that was all said in that exchange. It might have been implied. Our approach from the start has been simple. Any inventory that doesn't belong to us should go back to its rightful owner, which I think for a lot of you guys watching out there, I think that's been the question that everyone's had. If consignment's not allowed, why didn't it go back to the owners? And why did it take, if they knew that was, I wonder how long they were aware that the consigned inventory was going on, because if they knew that before Chris was looking to exit the store or being push to exit the store, why didn't they come in and say, get that consigned inventory off shelves now? Why did this only happen during the transition, Brent? Maybe they just learned of the consignment. I'm unclear on that.
Sorry, muted. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty unclear on that as well. And I think the the thing that makes it tough is a lot of shit's unclear.
We're trying.
It's like a bit.
some
Well,
comments.
even in Reckless Ben's video, he's like, he goes to the store and they're like, oh, we don't know, it's a corporate thing. He goes to corporate and they're like, oh, we don't know, it's a store thing. And it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of fingers being pointed, and that's what really makes this whole thing pretty tough to sort out for sure.
So we got them saying when they took over. Okay. And by the way, guys, I've watched it like you guys have. I'm assuming I've watched whatever's available. I was given an advanced copy of the Patreon vid. So hopefully he releases part 2 if it's not already on YouTube. I understand why he's putting it behind a paywall. He put a lot of work into those videos. Like, I get it, but like, I've seen both, but I'm sorry, I haven't memorized every little bit. So if I make some mistakes here, this is me saying I was wrong. You see how easy that is to do, Brent? I was wrong. I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Let's fix it.
Yeah. I'm struggling to know or struggling to comprehend why that isn't easier to just get to that, to get to the bottom line. So
no one wants to admit responsibility. This is why franchises should be held liable for their franchisees. It's tough when you operate in that model. I mean, it is weird to, like, on one hand, claim a place and earn royalties on it, but on the flip side you go, but hold on. And by the way, Brent, this isn't limited to franchise. Let's talk about God, do we want to pick on McDonald's? Let's talk about a fast food place. Let's talk about it, right? A fast food place that isn't franchise. I think they're all franchise. This could be a really bad example. Let's go with an Apple store. Shout out to Apple. I think those are all owned by Apple, the ones that aren't authorized retailers. You also hear corporate doing this even when they own the store. An employee flips their shit or makes racist remarks or does something wild, right? What's the first thing they say? These views do not reflect this company, this organization. Do you know what I mean? Like, this card is always played. It just is. And I wish they would just go, look, we hired this dude. We didn't know he was going to flip his shit on that customer. We trained him the best we could, and we're sorry that he did it. Here, let us dip into insurance or whatever else we need to do to pay for this.
You would think that would be
like, to me, this should be something that an insurance something, right? Is there a kitty we could dip into for these sort of incidents?
Yeah.
Perhaps wanted them to happen. And dude, maybe these sets levitated into outer space.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they grew legs and ran off, you know.
That's an OG mom comment. But like
right.
But whatever happened to him, it's like it almost doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, if something breaks at your house, it doesn't matter if the kid did it, the dog did it. I'm not gonna go, oh, that was my kid, I'm sorry. Like, my kid breaks a window with a baseball.
Yeah.
And a kid's different, I guess. Somebody's gonna say, oh, that's a kid. It's your kid. But the point is, like, the buck has to stop somewhere, and everybody's afraid of the buck because they think it just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it sets them up for future admissions of guilt. I don't know what the big problem is there. Mm-hmm. Anyway. BAM Corporate or the new franchisees, quote, stole 100K to 200K collection. Neither corporate nor the incoming owners, Josh Johnson, Brandon Best, ever took, sold, or concealed this collection. Detailed inventory logs evidence that any collector items were already missing before we ever stepped foot inside. Well, that footage was from a month and a half after, and that looked consistent with some kind of Star Wars collection. So,
yeah,
again, that's a little bit of evidence sent to me. I don't know. We're going to have to get I forget what they call it.
Yeah.
There's some kind of proof where they can actually see where footage is when it was. Well, viral headlines use 100 to 200 figure, Brent. This is what I was touching on earlier. The only documentation provided by the family months later was a spreadsheet detailing a collection worth somewhere in the range of 60 to 80K. What do you think about that? Does that impact it more?
That it's lower?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 80K, 200K. It's still
It's a lot of
shit ton.
dough. Yeah.
It's still a shit ton
Yeah.
either way. It's nothing to snooze at.
And it's like, does it matter? Because if it was 30, it might not have got as much steam, you know, if it was 30.
Yeah.
But obviously the big juicy number draws the eyeballs originally. And then it's like, all right, let's tell the story.
Yeah. I mean, dude, 80K is.
This part is weird to me. We were given records and documentation despite multiple requests. We never received verifiable copies of the signed contract. Receipts that would have been paid to the man cells or a full true up of the inventory list. True up is confirmation. Interesting term to use there. So I'd love to hear, like, did he ever send them the agreement? He's never furnished the agreement at their request? Never?
Well, Ben walked in there with a copy of the agreement, with a copy of the contract, and they definitely act like they had no idea or had never seen it.
Ryan, I'm with you. I'm just saying why it got so much press. If it was $500, it wouldn't have gotten as much press. The amount is what drew people in. They're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Store closed due to a lawsuit. Salem store did not close because they lost the legal case. It closed temporarily because our staff, including local teenagers, faced severe real-world safety hazards, targeted in-person stalking, and explicit bomb threats driven by viral videos. And that's where it gets pretty shitty. And it's not to be empathetic necessarily towards a corporation, Brent, but you're a 17-year-old working that first job,
Yeah.
and you got heat on your store and people coming in being like, F you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucks no matter what. And again, it's like, well, whose fault is that? If they had shut the shit down and fixed it, then that wouldn't be happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, it kind of looks like they're passing the blame on to Ben and others who had made these claims. So
Yeah.
I don't know. And they're going with bullying again. I don't know. Content creators, it's interesting. And now the brand was built by content creators. Okay, Brick, stop saying Ben copies them, offer them copies of all that. Yeah, dude, as long as everybody listen, everybody's throwing around all this stuff right now. Dude, as long as there's digital footprints, of all this stuff, which should be available. If you sent a Gmail, if you sent a certified letter, if you sent any of that stuff, time for the receipts on either side, because we can sit here and speculate. Let me ask the chat. Let me ask the Girth gang out there. 661 of you strong. We had a poll up. Let me see what people are saying.
There's 670 out there now.
Show the poll. Oh, okay. Here we go. I guess I didn't post it, but who's guilty based on all this?
A couple people in chat are saying that the store closed before the videos went public.
Interesting. Which means it'd be tough to recoup any inventory. I mean, people have been in there, obviously. All right, guys, but who's at fault here? We got one is Bam, two Chris and her team, the previous owners or the new owners. I'm sorry I didn't write Justin and Ben, I believe it is. Not Ben. But I was pulling the thread off content creators, like they help build the brand too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are friends with a lot of folks who have been in BAM and helped build that brand. Right? Bringing awareness, making videos, working openings, meet and greets, that kind of thing. So on one hand, it's like, calling that out. Private families have had content creators show up at their residence, personal info, stalk their neighborhoods, and compromise the safety of their homes. Yeah, again, all not cool stuff to do. Our community spaces have been disrupted by coordinated bomb threats and safety hazards. This is not advocacy. This is not consumer protection. It is targeted harassment. So yeah, I get it. And I think most level-headed people will say, yeah, that is not the way. People use the boycott term. The best way to do that is with your wallet. everybody's willing to do everything else but hurt people where it hurts the most. And it's like, if you believe this and you're siding with the story that's out there, so far it's been a pretty much one-sided story because Bam is just now responding. If you believe that, the best way to vote is with your wallet, man. And people just rarely stick to that. After a while, it blows over, that sort of thing. And then people are right back there. Right back at it.
Probably overpriced figs.
Yeah, you're going to probably get some overpriced figs. All right. Are we able to see poll results?
I mean, I can see them.
Oh, what is it? I can't see it from my end. What
That's weird. Bam at 92%, Chris 5%, new owners 3%.
The new owners are at a lower percentile. Okay.
That's weird.
All right. So Bam, you got some work to do. If you want a resolution, why not just pay the money demanded online? We're willing to sit down and figure out a fair, reality-based way to ensure this grandfather is made whole. Is it father or grandfather?
It was a grandfather, I think.
I'm hearing both. I thought it was okay. We will not reward individuals who use fake delivery uniforms. Fake delivery uniforms. Forged signatures, staged police encounters. Really? They have evidence these were staged. That's wild. Ben got people in costumes.
I didn't think that any of the cops were fake.
We will not reward a toxic online circus. Well, dude, how mad would people be if they found out like the SWAT team video was all actors? Like, is that kind of what they're saying? Maybe not that one specifically. How is corporate holding itself accountable to assure this never happens again? This is important. We are taking hard lessons from this situation and using them to strengthen our franchise operations. We are implementing 3 strict pillars of systemic accountability. 1, more rigorous record keeping and inventory management. We are updating our inventory logging requirements, real-time digital tracking from the moment a collection enters a store, creating an indisputable, permanent, identifiable paper trail that protects both the collector and the business. This process began in January 2025 and continues to be tightened and refined. Yeah, you should have that in place anyway, especially if you're earning a royalty off of the sales. So I'm glad they're taking steps to do that. I think it helps both for royalty's sake and for incidents like this. So you got to enforce it though. And I guess what's tough, Brent, is like, how the hell do you know what's going on with these side deals?
Yeah.
Right? There's not much visibility to those.
Yeah.
All right. We're eliminating ambiguity at the counter in terms of buy-sell trade. Every single customer transaction, especially large-scale trades, will require standardized, corporate-approved disclosure forms. Informal off-the-books side deals or localized consignment arrangements will continue to be strictly prohibited.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about this, Brent? Like this, we could sit here and pick this apart and question each little thing, but what do you think about from a positioning standpoint of them going out and posting, I don't know, 12 to 15 slides? Do you think people are going to sit here and read that? Or do you think they should have been a little more concise and said like, it was fucked. We need to fix this.
I think a lot more people would have respected it if they acknowledged it. And yeah, like you said, if they would have admitted that it was a bad thing and that they were going to try to make it right. But like, you can tell someone sorry, but then follow it up with paragraphs of excuses, and it makes the sorry seem not so sincere. So, view that as you want, guys.
All right, Brent. Why don't we start? Can you resume some supers? We'll hold off on playing the songs. We'll play those later. But Amber Laya came in. There's a lot of bombs being dropped.
God. Yeah.
There's some good questions in there. So let's get to those. I will be right back in just a sec. But hit those real quick.
Yeah. That's fine.
Cool.
Again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in, leaving supers, and all that good stuff. I think we left off at Fritz becoming a member after he gifted 50. So huge shout out to Fritz for gifting 50 and then becoming a member himself. Amberlaya builds, holy shit. Thank you so much, Amberlier, for the 20-piece. Usually part of the replay gang, but finally able to join in live. Love you guys. We love you too, Amberlier. And what a crazy stream for you to finally be able to catch live. We appreciate you very, 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 very much. Very, very much. From the bottom of our hearts. A Squared Bricks with the 6 months of membership. Oh, yeah, I think I saw that one earlier. We missed Frigonomics, Fritz. And then Brick Builds Official, definitely going to have a lot to talk about in Chicago. That's for damn sure, man. Yeah, this is definitely still going to be a hot topic by the time we get to Brick World because, and that's funny enough, a couple more comments, a couple more supers down the line, we'll have a countdown how close we are to that. And then also, huge shout out to Brick Builds Official for becoming a member right after the $9.99 dono. So, dude, we appreciate you, Brick Builds Official, very, very much for the love and support, man. We appreciate that. And then, holy smokes, a lot of these new viewers in here tonight are going to be getting some new membos from Fritz, and then also Slayer Knight coming through with the 20 gifted membos. Holy Moses. Thank you so much, Slater, for the 20 gifted. Show Slayer some love in the chat if you're gifted a membo by him. And then also, like I said, right here, speaking of Brick World Chicago, coming up real soon, we got Ostif's Bricks in the house with the 212. 18 days until the Monday landing and 23 days until the public days start at Brick World. This has to be the craziest, and like this has to be the fastest Brick World has ever, lapped back around to starting up. It's like 2 days ago or a week ago we were talking about being 100 days in. I cannot believe we are literally a few weeks away. And then Brick World's Official coming through with some more love, dude. Appreciate the $9.99, man. Absolutely. All BAMs use a corporate POS system. This means that the corporate easily should be able to provide proper documentation of each sale to date. Very interesting comment there. I mean, that's you would think that it wouldn't be so hard to figure all that out in terms of the each sales to date, specifically the sets on Brian's list. Yeah, man, you would think. I mean, it's all in the same system. You'd think they'd be able to track all this down. Dude, Brick Builds Official coming through with some more love, man, with the $9.99. Sean will be back in a second. We got one more guest loading in the back that I think people are going to be hyped to see. They do not have regional. They have trainers that come in to, quote unquote, help the store open, as well as inspections to stay up to BAM standards and contract compliance. Yeah, I mean, huge shout out to Brick Builds. Sean, he donated some members.
Dude, thank you so much for the
times. Some good insightful comments as well
for the 10 piece. All right, we got this up and coming YouTuber Ryan from MNR. What is it called? MNRG.
I hear you now.
Yeah, you hear me?
Ryan, we can see you.
We can see you.
I can't hear Sean. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you,
but we can't hear Sean.
I can hear Sean, but you can't.
No.
Damn, weird.
I'll leave and come back.
I'll leave and come back. All right.
Well, that's all right. Let him pop back in.
We're gonna all have a lot to talk about in Chicago. That is for certain. So
yeah, huge shout out to Brick Builds Official for all the love and good comments.
Yeah. And again, guys, just want to be clear here. We're not.
Shit, dude. We got some. Massive supers loading in the chamber. We will get to those. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much for the
you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. We got Ryan here fresh from the gym. First off, how was the gym, dude? Did you get a good rip in, whatever they call it? A good
50-minute lift. I'll take it.
Nice.
Awesome. You've been sitting back here in the coverage. How are we doing? Where are you at on this thing, dude?
So, I mean, I don't want to say too much. So my thought is there's still more that I want to learn. And there's a lot of stuff that's conflicting from both sides. I'm going to sit squarely on the fucking fence.
Same, dude. The more I'm hearing, I'm like, wait, hold on. So this doesn't add up on this side. Yeah.
But I just don't think either side is entirely free of fault. Like that's clear to me personally, or that's my opinion, is that I think there's some fault in two different places, but I
100%.
can't tell how much is where and what's what, because one person says, Bricks and Minifig statement just said, right, that the consignment was offsite, and then she's saying it wasn't offsite.
I didn't
And
see her
people
flinch. I asked her
Right.
twice.
So two conflicting stories, and it just comes down to who do you believe. And obviously, I know what most people are going to say. That's fairly obvious. But I mean, who do you believe? Yeah, that's kind of the ultimate question, I think, with
Right.
all of this. And again, I know where most people lie on that, and that's very fair based on like the Reckless Ben video is absolutely insane. And I was like gung ho, like this is it. And then, you know, I have a friend that was a patron at the store, and you know, he's told me things that make me question, like, you know, and he has no dog in the fight, but he's told me, like, I don't want to go, but he's told me things that make me at least pause and be like, okay, maybe there's more, you know. And so it's just, to me, it's just not clear enough to me to make something and be like, with the YouTube audience that I have, be like, yep, this is it. It's a done deed, you know. I can't see the chat, by the way, so I don't know if you can pull it up. I don't know why if they changed StreamYard on here, but I have no ability to see chat in my car.
Well,
so.
we're pulling up stuff as fast as we can, Ryan. We got 600 plus rocking in the chat tonight. We're bringing up everything we can.
Yeah. Like I said in my video today, I had the opportunity to talk to the CEO, Eamon, last night, and you know, he kind of ran me through their side of all of the events, which was nice to hear, of course, because a lot of it, they talked about a good bit of it there, and I think some of it is getting, but I don't know like what all's public right now. But I mean, I think I asked him, and he said I could say anything that he had said, so I didn't think there was any pause there. But you know, perhaps I could just send you my notes and you can read them, but I just don't, you know, I don't know. I'm in a spot where I just don't know, and I almost would rather not even waste my time making God knows how long of a video. And if the conclusion I come to is anything but the popular one, which I don't know what conclusion I would come to. That's why I am where I am right now. If it's anything but the popular one, well, I'm just going to get shit for it. And
yeah, but you've always taken that position, you know, like you've never cared about that before.
Of course.
But let me say this, Ryan, I feel like not to pat myself on the back, and I feel like this is where you're headed. I don't know there's much more that you can do in a really tight, long form video, or that we can do as blabbering idiots on a live stream without receipts at this point. We're going to need receipts. Chris said
there's a lot of things.
She said
I would love to see that footage. Yeah.
Right. If she has that, that's dead to rights, bro.
I think you pulled up footage that's dated to like 12/29 of 2024 in that store. In the store, it shows a bunch of Star Wars sets, which for all we know could have been traded in between then and now. Dude, I wish I got paid off.
Ryan's paid off. Ryan's on here saying he's on the fence.
I wouldn't have come out and said, I don't know what I think yet, but I do think both people did something wrong. That was well worth their money, I'm sure.
And I'm certainly not being paid to say, dude, I have just seen so many times where something is presented. I think there's missing components from both sides, which hopefully is forced out in court, which by the way, dude, when that trial starts, we cover that, Brent. We're going to become legal eagles,
dude. No, I love nothing more than a good lawyer reaction to a live stream of a court trial. That's my favorite.
Do you feel like you were watching the Ben stuff though? It was like a really good Netflix true crime. It was really good.
I thought it was better than The Mandalorian and Grogu. You don't spit your drink out.
Oh, come on.
Brett and I are like at a firm 8 on Mando and Grogu. Tyler's at an 8.9, but it kind of doesn't hurt our case when Tyler's at 9.4. What do you give it, Brent?
I was surprised. Tyler got into the 9s. I was very surprised.
I mean, as a YouTube video and a piece of content that is entertaining, it was definitely that. But again, just based on things that I've seen now, I just don't know what's real and what's not, and what's the full picture and what's not. Because on one side you see one thing and you're told one thing, and on the other side I see another thing and I'm told another thing. And then I've talked to a lot of people involved, and is this guy gonna hit me? No. Okay, good. I've talked to a lot of people involved. There's a lot of different hands pulling in different directions, and I've got it all written out. And basically, if I want to do anything more, I need to spend like days going through it and putting it in a chronological order and being like, okay, this all checks out on everybody's page. This doesn't. This conflicts here. Who's telling the truth? What information can I find? And then I'm gonna have to dig in and be like, okay, can I get this video from Crystal? Does this actually exist? Will they share it? You know, there's a lot of question marks there that I don't know the answer to.
And I think like everyone's ready to jump on the it was Bam bandwagon immediately because of recent.
Oh, there's some things that
heading into this that was not like it wasn't an ideal time for this tidal wave to hit. You know.
No, there's some things that I'm very much am not a fan of, like we'll drag it out in court and you'll never see the light of day. That's I mean, come on, like what are we doing? Like I don't like that. But I mean, yeah, I just don't know what's what, you know? I just don't know what's what.
Brick Dad builds. Ryan's seen the evidence from both sides, but saying Bam is right will kill his channel. I don't think anything will kill your channel. I mean, maybe not anything, but I don't know. He's not saying Bam is right, by the way.
This guy DMs me some weird stuff, so I don't respond to him. But
okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't yeah, if I came to that conclusion, and I truly did, that's what I would post, but I don't know where I'm at right now because I've just talked to Brian this morning. I talked to the BAM guy last night, and I don't think people understand how much like information I have pent up on this and how much time it will take me to like go through. I would want to watch Ben's videos all again and take notes as I watch them. I would want to like, there's like a Google Drive going around that had from the weekly podcast. I need to watch that. It's like the original podcast that like brought it to light publicly. I mean, the only thing that I know for damn sure is that Brian is out some significant amount of Lego and or money and or both. That's what I know for damn sure. And that's the shittiest part about it is like all this hoopla is happening around him and his father doesn't even know any of it. Still, at least as of this morning.
People saying he's in cahoots. What is it? This is the part, Ryan. This is why people are, by you being neutral, it sounds like right here, right now, which is, you know, kind of, it's sensible. Not even kind of like you're waiting to hear everything before you make a call. And when you do you always go in with your whole. I
watched Ben's video like everybody else. And I sat down and recorded a video reacting to that video. And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Bricks and Minifigs. Everything here is bad for Bricks and Minifigs. And then I listened to other things and I talked to other people, including the Bricks and Minifigs CEO, including a friend that was a semi-regular
revealing that. Can you say who you talked to last night?
The CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, Eamon. Yeah, I talked to him just like I did you. I'm doing you right now in my car, just like this.
And like you and I talked this morning for an hour. I mean, do people need to know?
I've talked to too many people for an hour.
Sure, but I'm just saying, honest. Like, I know, but like, just to say, like, there are conversations happening, and we're all like. You know, and dude, I've never gotten more messages than I have today. I'm sure you've gotten above average amount for your busy life, but like everybody's weighing in, like, what are you going to say? How are you going to say it? And I'm like, dude, I know it looks like Bam is cooked. It does. It's not good.
So they're
starting to retort. They're starting to come back with whatever they're going to do. But look at the scoreboard, the public sentiment, which you and I said this morning on the call.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the truth is at this point. Right now, Brent, what is the poll? Who's guilty? Is it still 90%? I can't see it, unfortunately.
91% Bam, yeah, and then split at the bottom. I told Eamon, the CEO,
that's what matters most.
I told him last night the court of public opinion has basically spoken. Yeah. It really doesn't matter if in the court of law you're right or not. Like they might not be. I don't know, right? I can't see all of the evidence behind what I've been told, but I assume it will be there in court at some point. And
Ryan does not take Bam corporate money. Everybody's like,
no, I've done 2 things with 2 stores. I've done 2 grand openings. I've otherwise gone to probably dozens of Bams and done vlogs there just out of, just being somebody that likes Lego and goes to stores. Right. But no, I mean, I have my own frustration there in which, I did all that in January. They're 2 biggest grand openings ever, and they never contacted me. So trust me, I'm not Bam fan number 1 over here. Yeah. I said as much to some people that were like, I know Bam corporate. And I'm like, well, I'm not necessarily their biggest fan. They never reached out to me.
And I'm sorry, Ryan, but not to fillet, but Ryan doesn't need Bam to do what he does, quite frankly. You run your own Bam out of your house. I mean, come on.
I have enough to do. I got enough. Trust me, I am so, I've been so busy all month. I don't need this.
They're saying you're sucking up. I don't hear this. It's very weird.
I wish.
Let's see. And by the way, he wouldn't even have come on if like that was the thing. All right. Jedi Stone said he tried to call, but he changed his number. That's pretty funny.
Who? Me?
No, just Stone. Stone's like I tried to call him, but he changed the cell.
Oh,
Stone
yeah.
from TOT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very humble. Yeah. Some in here struggle with comprehension. Get him out. Who's this? So you talked to CEO. What did he say? High
Let me pull
level.
up my notes.
Yeah,
I
Ryan's
don't
got some
see.
notes.
He said, like, again. I'm trying not to. I don't know if I want to go too deep into this anymore or not.
All right.
Is
Well,
basically where I'm
just
at.
say just a summary then. Whatever.
No, I can't. Let me pull them up.
Did
I
you
know I
wait?
went
Did
through
you
a bunch
sign
of
a
them with you.
consignment agreement before you talk to him or no?
No. It's funny though. I had a guy bring a ton of Lego for consignment for me yesterday, and the
You're like,
Lego
nope.
or the comments on that have been, yeah, it's like great timing, great time. But he was unaware of all the other stuff. I told him watch the videos. I don't know if he did or not, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can't see you. So
Yeah,
you're
no, I
like
understand. I'm on my
Ryan
notes app,
Cena right
so
now.
there's no
But
way I can get around that. So I mean, he kind of ran me through a lot of the timeline from their perspective, if you will. That's what we basically discussed. And so I kind of asked some questions here, there, like one of the big ones that gives me pause and is part of the reason that I am the way that I am right now, and I'm at least like, let me see what comes out.
yeah,
Is look, I saw like everybody else. She posted on TikTok originally in our comment section like her contract that says consignment services, along with this, that, and the other with like birthday parties and stuff. And I asked Eamon, I was like, what does this mean? Because to me,
what up,
as a not
Firebird?
lawyer, I'm looking at this and I'm like, that looks like your stores can do consignment. That's what it reads to me. That's what it reads to
Right.
anybody else that's a reasonable human being.
Yep. I
And
mentioned seeing that. Yeah.
and he told me that the legalese of it is like consignment services, as in like having a pizza I don't know. I didn't write this exactly. I'll say what I wrote in my notes exactly, but I was a little behind on my notes at this particular point. So I think I like kind of quickly threw in, let me see. Where the heck is I have? Oh boy. Wow. This is. Man, I should have pulled this first. It was something to do with like,
Consignment is
oh, if
having
you're
a
gonna
pizza
like
party.
bring in food for their birthday party or whatever. That's what it.
Consignment is not consent. That's pretty funny.
And then
Oh, God.
there apparently they have a separate handbook. The people like the store owners have a separate handbook that would have said or did say that they can't do consignment. Because
Where,
I don't know, but I didn't see the handbook, so I don't
Ryan,
know. But that's what I was told.
let me do a commercial break on that because I want you to go through this. But this before I lose it out of my mind, I want it from both of you. I want it from the Girth Gang. This is important because this has come up. This has started bubbling up now. There's another party in this that we haven't talked about yet. We're talking about Lego. They've remained, I think, quiet on this. When and if and when do you expect them to jump in on this? Maybe behind the scenes already doing it, but do you expect them to do anything public with this, or do you think they wait till it shakes out?
I
Because
guess
people
I'd be
do think
shocked
it's
if
Lego
Lego
stores.
hasn't.
Yeah.
I guess I'd be shocked if Lego hasn't like said anything or had any communication behind the scenes. But I would also imagine they won't do anything. But I don't know.
We agree, user. L2HU, 8675309. If it ain't consignment, hand the shit back. I agree. But again, we're fuzzy on like
it sounds so simple, but where's the Lego? Who has it? Because in my opinion, literally corporate doesn't have it, right? The store had it, or it was held off site, one of the two. Or it was sold beforehand, unbeknownst to Brian. There's like three options there. And so it's kind of figuring out which one of those it was, or maybe it's a combination of all three. And there's just so much. I've tried to wrap my head around it so many times, going through all the versions of events that I've been told and seen, and it's a hard thing to come to any like concrete conclusion for me for. So that's why I find myself, unfortunately, in the court of public opinion here, riding the fence and not being sure where I stand. So I know that's what everybody loves to hear.
People are saying people were saying it was hard to miss, but this is a good point by WM here. Where was BAM Corporate when the largest Lego Star Wars set, I think he means collection, was being published on articles and it was under consignment? I mean, certainly somebody's got a Google alert on when they're mentioned there. My company, which is smaller, we know everything everybody's saying about us. You know what I mean? Hell, even little ACOB knows when we're mentioned. So how could that be missed? You know,
I mean, dude, I was texting my fellow YouTuber who doesn't do Lego YouTube, but you guys know I've talked about him, AJ at the House of Mask. He doesn't even do Lego shit. And like he like sent me a thing to watch earlier, and I was like, I'll watch it after stream. We got a bunch of people in right now, and he was just like, yeah, holy shit, you guys got a lot of people in there. Are you covering that? He said he called it brick and fig thing. He's like, you guys covering that brick and fig thing? I'm like, oh damn, even you know about this. You're not. He's not even involved in the Lego space, and he's heard of it.
There you go. No, it's definitely reaching normie mainstream America. Ryan, sorry for the deviation on the Lego stuff, but I'm wondering when they're going to get involved. But back to your notes with Amon.
No, I mean I don't know what specifically, but like to kind of pick up on. But I mean, kind of as we were talking, I was like, man, I almost feel like he's wasting my time talking to me. He should probably just record a video saying all this and upload it. So that's what I'm a little bit confused by is why he and Bam don't release some sort of video. And maybe that's something that they're working on. Again, for me to make a video, it would take a significant amount of time. So I assume with them and having people that need to double, triple check everything, and like it would take even more time. So maybe that's something that's in the works. But my perspective on it is, if this is all true and what you said to me is true and you believe it to be true, kind of why not put it out there yourself? And that's something that I've struggled with, is why have they taken so long to, they said they don't want to litigate it in public. And it's like, well, unfortunately, as much as it sucks, you kind of have to, because everything else is in public. It's,
Yeah. MKM with a heater comment here. The most important questions, there's still a lot of them. This is a great one.
Oh, the police stuff. Oh, God.
Question still, why are the new owners abuse police resources, falsely claim Ben had heroin on them, and have them swatted for stolen Lego, all of which are criminal?
I don't think I even got to that with him. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything on that. Maybe, let's see.
It'd have been cool to hear you on the call. Like, so the heroin, what's going on with that?
Yeah, no, we did not talk about drugs.
No drug coverage.
No.
So you're not a true investigative journalist yet, Ryan.
Look, I mean, I was not entirely prepared to have a phone call. I was driving home from bowling and I see Provo, Utah, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's see what's up.
Do you feel like it was strategy? Did they use you to muddy the waters? Did that thought cross your mind? You've got a big voice, one of the biggest.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's not obvious why. Like, obviously, they wouldn't just reach out and talk to I don't know,
Steve Johnson with 100
Joe
subs.
Jackson on the street. Yeah. So like, it's not. Yeah, of course he would talk to me because I have a bigger YouTube channel. Like, that makes a ton of sense to me, and it's very obvious. That doesn't mean everything he said is untrue. And that.
What up, Harry?
That's where I'm at.
Why is everybody talking about a Harry win? Oh, dude, it's funny.
What was the
shout out to Harry? Oh, CEO called Ryan definitely changes the context. Yeah.
I don't know in which way he means.
They hired a PR firm, which people do when there's crisis. Some of this
they should definitely have a PR firm, and they need to do a better job.
They need to firm that up.
Yeah.
Well, you've said this too. Regardless of what happens, though, dude, all this, I mean,
even if Bricks and Minifigs is complete, and I don't necessarily think that's the case based on what I see, but even if Bricks and Minifigs is 100% completely innocent and did absolutely nothing wrong, nothing wrong, and the footage of the guy saying we'll run you into the we'll drag it out in court, that a lot of people obviously take issue with, is AI. If all of it is complete fabrication, the damage is very unfortunately done. Like, that's just the position. So
their PR firm is ChatGPT. Some of those statements do look a little GPT, but they do.
No, I mean, so you said, is it strategy? Again, it's hard to gauge. Like, when we first got on the call, I was like, well, I'm driving right now, and we had a quick he's like, oh yeah, drive safe, and then he said he was just walking. What's so fun? Walking in the door,
just CPA.
Walking in the door, getting home for the day, and it's been a tough week or whatever. And I'm like, I can imagine. I can imagine. So
yeah. I like to set the table too. When I call you around, I'm like, the kids are driving me nuts, and
No, No, yeah, I mean there are. Yeah,
Bills got to be paid. Those I laugh because CPA said I'm still waiting to get my Amon. How do you pronounce it? Amon.
I think it's Ammon, but I'm
Amon.
not. Yeah,
I'm still waiting to
I've
get
only
my
talked to him
Amon
the
call
one time.
with a fist in the air. It's really funny. I don't know why. I just think it's hilarious. Oh.
I don't know.
Go ahead,
sorry.
Ryan.
No, I've been talking too much. Go.
The thing that I was confused about at first is like, okay, guy comes in, shit ton of Lego Star Wars. Why was it like more of like a pawn shop situation where it was like, oh, as it sells, we'll give you a cut? Like, why didn't they just buy it
because
from him?
They didn't have
Brett,
too much money.
Yeah.
Well,
there's probably potentially two factors there. One, I don't think the owners could just buy it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they had the money.
Yeah.
But two, potentially on Brian's end, he would hope to make more from a consignment. Like that's obviously a reason you would do something like that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, twofold there, I would imagine, but that's just kind of like how you imagine that business dealing usually comes together. Like the consignment that I'm doing right now with the guy is like, obviously he hopes to get more than he would just selling it straight up. So
sure. Yeah.
That makes sense to me. So
yeah, makes sense.
You never know though. Sometimes you could not. But
Bricks is saying, curious if Lega is going to pull their name from BAM. And Fritz actually had a counter to this earlier. He said he estimates, again, this is an estimate from the mind of Fritz. I don't know where he gets it. He's like, he estimates they spend probably 60 million a year, in getting first party Lego buys there. So
I saw somebody said 35 million in 2024, and I don't know where that came from or how true it is, but it was either in your chat.
Let's just say it's a nice account for it's a very nice account for Lego. So they're probably going to really evaluate. To answer the question, this isn't a single independent retailer we're talking about. It would be painful, and then they'd have to replace that business. So
MNRshop.com.
There you go. They sold so much of Brian's collection on Facebook Marketplace here in Oregon. Who sold it? TPC.
Is TPC? Are you?
Yeah, TPC. We all
know
him.
Does he know? Do you know Garrett TPC? Are you related to Garrett?
Was he at
TPC? Yeah, we met him
at Brick Run.
Yeah, he hung out with us in the booth. You know him, Brent.
Yeah,
you saw him. But they sold so much of Brian's collection on Facebook Marketplace here in Oregon using mule accounts. And as an Oregon resident, there's a lot of huge Star Wars collections for sale in Salem under different accounts. And I love that it was in Salem too. Like it gives a little bit of the witchy, That's
oh god.
It helps.
See what he says for who they are.
Oh, sorry. Stone's an endorser of TPC. TPC, yeah, I know him. He knows Garrett. There you go.
Okay. So were you with Garrett when he was boxing up? Because I bought like $12,000 of Lego from Brian. So,
here is a breaking news. I don't know if you revealed that, Ryan, but
I did. I talked about it in my video today.
Oh, you did. Sorry, I'm a jerk.
Yeah.
I didn't watch your video.
No, it's all right.
Everybody was saying Ryan wants to come on tonight, and I was like, did he say it in his video? I don't know. Anyway.
I said I might come on and like talk with the lady.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure if I would have time or if I actually wanted to do that. But
everybody's DMing me like, you better.
I enjoyed listening
Ryan.
to you instead. I thought it was better just having a one man show there.
I thought I did all right. I tried to be, they gave a lot of other collections to other BAMs in Oregon and Washington. Wow.
Gotta spread out the collection, I guess.
Ryan, if you had to, just to pull the thread a little more, if you had to pick like one or two things that the CEO said to you that gave you pause, even if you already said it before, what are the one or two things that called a question, who's telling the truth here? Is there something that was like, damn, that's a hell of a point?
Be right back.
Okay, so I'm waiting for this text message to finish. Hold on, I have something else, but let me. A random number texted me, so I got to figure out what this all is. So hold on.
Okay.
But fun stuff. So, man, I have so many notes. So let me get the next topic, and then let me look through, and I can find a couple things that definitely made me
topic.
say, hey,
I mean, what else are we going to talk about? Like, leaks and rumors?
I'm not ready to be like confident that this is exactly what it seems like it is from Ben's video, because Ben's video is pretty fucking damning, and it's also, I mean, I'll read the chat. Ben's video is like probably the most entertaining video I've seen all year.
All right.
It was pretty
How
wild.
many? All right, we got
I
some.
lost you again. Let me hang up and
All right. Can you hear me? No.
Revisit.
Okay. Shy, what up to the goat? Shy, how many BAMs does Josh and his partner own? Good question. Who's they? Corporate, the new owners, or old owners? Oh, in what context? Sorry, guys, I'm probably behind. What up, ATO? FBI could trace the Facebook sales. They absolutely could. Mayday in the building. Sparrow, thank you so much. Guys, we're going to catch up with the supers. We sincerely appreciate all the support tonight. We're just trying to like run through this. Just know it is appreciated. We will recap it if we don't get it to it at the moment. Thank you guys so much.
Okay,
It's a
there we go.
hellacious pace, I think.
So this is just from what I'm
yeah,
like some insider info. Apparently I'm allowed to say this, so
okay.
I just can't say who, but I don't know, maybe.
Are you parked? Put your light on. You look like
I
a blank album cover.
I am parked. I don't want to see where I am.
You BAM? Are you at the BAM parking lot right now? You about to steal you some sets? What are you doing?
Oh man, that's so funny. Anyway,
are you going to your storage? Is that the end of this this riddle, Ryan? You have all
I
of
think
the
my
sets?
storage facility's closed.
You sold the sets on Whatnot. Is that what happened? Come on.
Well, I was like, we'll come back to that. But I don't think so. We'll come back to that. So like the apparently just
chat is legendary tonight. Oh my god.
Okay. So I guess they're making some sort of video and that Lego's not leaving BAM. It's just the short of it.
Okay. So BAM's gonna make a video.
I mean, I would assume, I don't know why they wouldn't make some sort of video. Yeah. Which makes sense to me. Did you lose my video? It looks like it's gone.
No, you're good.
Oh,
it's good on my end.
That's fine.
Dude, you got to get off of Boost Mobile like next time you call.
Yeah, I got you. So anyway, I guess that's that, and that makes sense. I'm surprised. I would be very surprised if it didn't happen like that. I mean, but I would hope with a video, if they post anything, that it's not just, because my conversation with Ammon was very much a conversation with Ammon. It was not, hey, can you send me this video? Can you send me that video? And, hey, maybe if I asked, he would have done it. I don't know. But I kind of assume if they're going to put together some sort of video that there would be a lot there. So maybe I'll wait for that video. Maybe that makes sense to wait for and see what's in there. And then I can finally say my final piece.
Go ahead.
No, you're
good. Dude. All right. I've just been given some interesting developments over text. Like, if this happens, this place is going to melt down, bro. We're getting somebody. The offer's been made. We'll see if it actually happens. So if it's wrong, guys, I'll show receipts if I need to. But
you want to share this privately, or do you want to? Is this a? I don't know what you're about to say.
We have got somebody. Oh man, let me just see if he joins. I don't, dude. Guys, everybody, stay tuned. If this person
Drake
joins,
May
will be in the building.
Tom Brady,
awesome hurling football.
He's damaged. He's damaged goods.
Actually, we're going to turn tonight the roast of M&R Productions. Here's our next roaster. Life Bricks coming on. No, I'm kidding.
The Lego
roast can kind of connect some dots here, but
no, but yeah, but this could
just
be
text me.
Oh yeah, I'll text you right now. Holy cow, guys! And I hate to do spoil.
I know. Well, I know. Not to spoil it. I know Rodrigo said he really wanted to come on, so
it's not Rod.
I know. I know you would.
No. By the way, I had a very lovely call with Rod. I love Rod, dude. He's the best. I had a nice chat with him today.
Too unemployed right now. He's so invested in this.
But he is one of the best humans going. I mean, I love
No, Sam. He's been helping me through this too, because he's like, I have this question, I have that question. I'm like, because he, very different mind. Like, he can help me fill in a lot of blanks that I don't see. So it's super helpful. Absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully he does have some free time to join. Actually, that would be nice. I don't know when he gets out on his commitment for the night. So
that's true.
It is getting late, so maybe. But he's an hour behind, so maybe
we
not.
have given the link to somebody that requested. I want you guys to speculate. If this caller joins, have them They'll be on hold. I have to do my old man thing, run to the bathroom immediately. But I'll be back because this is gonna buckle up, everybody. I want Ryan and Brent to speculate, and I will be right back to bring on the guest.
Mr. Beast.
Dude, if we get Mr. Beast,
text me before you do this so I can decide if I should be here or not.
You'll want to be. I'm not bringing. You'll be. I would never.
Just
have I ever
text
done?
Me. Just text me before.
I should have just sprung it. All right, I'll text you. If you leave, though, I'll be disappointed. There's no reason for you to leave. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, so Michael's comment's going to be there, and we're kind of stuck with that, so we have to run with that. I can't see the chat, by the way, Brent. Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, this is stupid.
No, sorry, I was muted. No, I can.
It's doing the thing where when somebody leaves, it mutes the other person for me, and I can't.
Just drop and come back. If you can hear, if you can.
I don't think I can leave and join back without. I mean, I can, but he has to put me in, or can you put me in?
I can put you in.
Yes,
I can put you in. Yep. I can put you in. It's not reckless. That would be crazy if it was reckless, Ben. Guys, make guesses. Drake May. That would be nuts if it was Drake May. People are guessing reckless. I wish. Someone from TOT. All right, let's see if this works. Can you hear now?
Oh, I switched back to my headphones. Yeah.
Can you hear now? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The guesses are crazy. Obama, Amanda.
Okay, so
CEO of BAM.
The guys in the back room.
Reckless Ben.
I haven't seen him in so long. Nice to see him.
Oh shit! Yeah, shout out to Brickstar.
You didn't even notice you put him up. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is a ridiculous chat. 810 people is crazy. That may have broken. It's right when I'm saying that. Yeah, Tom the Builder, you might be right. It might have broken a record. The guest Sean was talking about is in the back room, but I don't know if Sean wants me to wait till he comes. Sean will be back in a second. Our guest, our anonymous guest that is waiting. People are guessing Mr. Beast. People are guessing Reckless Ben. Is it the president? It's Eamon.
I thought he meant president of the United States.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess it didn't specify which president. Guys. No one wants Jedi Stone. Trust me. Shy's guessing Brian. Moist Critical. No, that would be nuts though if fucking Moist Critical popped in here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Joining the broadcast at this time. And we called it out. I'm glad they answered the call. I'm glad, again, in the interest of fairness, to hear, is it Solid Bricks? It's not Solid Bricks.
Kyle Wemby calling from the bench while they're up 27. That'd be awesome.
All right, Brent, chill the comments just for a second.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Just chill the comments here. We need a proper introduction here.
Got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the COO of BAM. We've got Matt McNeff. Sorry, Matt. It's been a wild night for us. Is joining ACOB. I know it's been a wild week for you. Thanks for answering the call. Through a friend, you sent a request that you'd be willing to come on and speak with us, and we appreciate your time, dude.
First of all, I just want to say thank you guys. I did not get the chance to watch the live stream with Crystal, but my understanding is from hearing from other people, you are being very fair-minded and open to hearing everything. And I appreciate.
I don't know the story, dude. I don't know the whole story yet. So
I would say you guys are the first ones. We've reached out to a couple different people who have been chasing this story, and you're the first ones who've actually expressed interest in hearing our side. I will say, outside of Ryan, I know you and Ammon had a good conversation. So
we did talk for much longer than I expected last night. So
yeah.
So yeah, man, like we've kind of tossed this around, you know, everybody becomes amateur professional, sleuths on this sort of thing. There's only so much out there. Is it fair to say, like, just wait to see all the, we boiled it down to, like, we need receipts at this point, right? Because you can come on here, Matt, and you're going to defend your company to the death, obviously. And so is Crystal, and so is everybody else. But it's like, until we get receipts, which we're in a world now where footprints are everywhere, more so than ever in the history of Earth. I feel like that's going to help clarify some of this, hopefully.
Yep, that's the goal, and I need to be a little careful in that same topic. My attorney, I was on the phone with prior to, and he was not super thrilled about the idea of me coming on here, because we want to be careful to be accurate. I don't want this is a very emotional situation, and the emotional toll that this has taken on the franchise system as a whole has been inordinate. Is the word. There are 300 franchisees in this system across the country, moms and dads who are small business owners who are getting absolutely hammered undeservedly, and who are facing serious and significant death threats and abuse, and that needs to stop.
For sure. And would you say that is what finally got you? Because you guys had remained silent. Is it fair to say it kind of took that to finally get you guys to kind of speak on it a little more? And you're kind of like, okay, this is affecting.
The court of public opinion is a difficult place to live, because everybody wants an immediate answer. And I have a statement I can read that was prepared at the advice of counsel. I can go through some of this stuff and talk some of those things. I don't want to get into the back and forth on a lot.
You don't have to, Matt, but can I ask you to just be a dude as much as the statement?
I will try so hard. And I
can say what you can't talk about, but prepared statements, we've been reading them all night. I just want to talk to you as a guy to guy, whatever you want to call it, and just say, like, where are you guys at on this thing? Are you willing to say, like, this was kind of botched, not handled the best? I mean, it's gotten to this level, or do you feel like, stick to your guns, you guys have done the best job at this? And where are you at on that? Just all the side stuff aside, do you wish you handled it a little differently at this point?
I think what I would say to that is, and you're going to hate this, because I want to be so like cavalier and just tell you everything I'm thinking and feeling.
Sure. I get it.
There are, like, the statements we put out on our website, that is what I will stand by 100%.
Okay.
And so what we've said there, and the statements we've made, the facts that we've put forth, we stand 100% by those. Now, do you mind if I do have some things I can share if you guys are interested?
If it's new.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
If it's new. Yeah, because we just went over your whole, in fairness, we went over all your releases and everything. We just want to keep people up to date as possible.
Okay.
So.
Let me give me one sec here to pull something up. This is super impromptu, and I'm not terribly prepared. So
neither are we. That's how we operate.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just here.
Welcome to ACOM. We come up with.
Yeah.
We come up with a thumbnail, I DM people, and I say if they show up, and then we say things. I mean, quite frankly, that's what we do around here. So.
Yeah. So the new fact of the matter is that we just received a judge just granted a temporary restraining order in this case against Ben Schneider, Mansell, and the rest of the group there.
Okay.
The hurdle to clear a temporary restraining order, and I'm happy to share that order with you guys tonight if you'd like to see, but the hurdle to clear for that is a very high bar, essentially pointing out to the judge that the evidence that we have provided to the court is very clear and very, how do I put this? There is a very high probability and likelihood of us succeeding based on the evidence we've provided. So happy to share those details with you guys, go into some of that if you would like. But again, we are trying to do things the right way and go through this the appropriate way. There has been a lot that has happened. And so again, if you guys want it, I'm happy to review that with you. I can read through kind of what that means and discuss some of that side of it. But that is a significant hurdle, and that has been communicated to Crystal and her attorneys as well. So that is something that they got to abide by.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Ryan. Go ahead.
I guess I have a question. I don't know how off topic it is, but it's obviously pertaining to the whole thing. But I had a friend earlier today recommend or say, like, hey, what BAM could have done. It goes back to Sean's, like, what could have been done differently, is that corporate in a perfect world could have just paid Brian what was worth, and then figured out kind of who was actually at fault for what was where on the collection afterwards. And so that I was like, actually, that's a really good suggestion. I actually really like that. And I hope I have the opportunity, and here's the opportunity, of course, to kind of present that to somebody of, like meaningful importance. I was like, I like that. I wish maybe it had gone that way for Brian, of course, of all people, because I had known him a little bit prior. And so, I just kind of presenting that idea. I don't know how crazy that sounds to you of like, hey, now it's our problem to deal with the other actors, but that at least, gets Brian where he needs to be, and then you can figure out the rest.
For sure. And I think, again, I'm going to stick by the statements we've already put out, where we believe that we made attempts. We believe that there was good faith on our part that was not received. I'll leave it like that.
What are some of those things, like high level? Can you?
I would love to dive into some of that, but I'm going to leave that to the statements of fact that we've made. And I hate to do that, guys, but I want to be very careful to say that this was a private matter between Crystal and Brian and BAM Corporate, and that the opportunities had been there, and I'm not even going to say are gone to fix that. But they, again, go back to the statements that we've made and the posts that we put out there, because that is what I will stand by 100%.
When people ask why, I don't want to call it hush money, but we all know what happens in some worlds. When people ask why you guys didn't just, kind of nick this thing right off the rip, is it because you truly felt that BAM was not guilty? Again, not to use that term, but you guys didn't do much wrong there. And at certain points, like, does it even matter who's at fault here? Because the smear is not worth the whatever amount is owed.
Sure.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah. How can I pay somebody who won't work with us?
I don't know. They're claiming I'm just throwing this out there, dude. I'm not being facetious. I work in corporate just like you do. This is a side gig for me, but there's a number out there that's 200. It's 100. We all know it's worth half of that.
Yeah.
If you shut up and you sign an NDA, I'll give you $50K and make this go away. Why was that never broached?
I
know it's not that simple, dude. So I get it, but
it's not that simple.
Yeah.
The evidence that we have, and this, I know I'm going to sound a little bit like a broken record, and this is not the human side of this that I want to portray per se, because there is a human element to all of this. And we again, I'm gonna plead on behalf of our franchisees. If you have beef with myself or my brother, great, awesome. Talk to me about it. I can handle that. But leave the innocent people out of this. That's not how justice is run. And I will say again, back to the statements that we made earlier and the written documentation that we've put out there, we feel like we made the right attempts, and that was not reciprocated.
So, kind of as somebody that's been able to talk to people and have a really good grasp on, where people are at, it feels like basically everyone involved has been yeah, we're willing to come to the table. Yeah, we're reasonable. What does it take to make that happen at this point would be my question. Because everyone that I've talked to, in the public square for everybody to see.
Well, I mean, seriously.
But, I assume that type of call would be a private deal. But, everyone is we want to talk. We want to talk. We want to talk. But everybody says that in their own separate bubble. And so the three bubbles never come together. It's kind of my perspective on it.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard when again, going back to the statements.
Yeah.
Sure.
It is hard when there's harassment and threats and other behavior that makes it difficult to have those conversations.
Oh, Reckless Ben has joined. He wants evidence. Will the evidence be? You said the evidence is coming, right? For everything you guys are talking about.
As a matter of fact, what I would recommend, and you guys care if I share my screen for a sec?
Yeah, I'd love it, dude. Are we doing evidence? I'd love to see it.
Let me read.
Turn
Let me read this
sideways
thing
for
real
this.
fast.
This is like a horrible, bad, fake courtroom. I'm loving this. This is great.
Okay. So I'm just going to read a statement, and then I'll share my screen for a sec. So BAM just obtained a temporary restraining order from the Utah 4th Judicial Court enjoining Ben Schneider, Brian Mansell, together with all of their affiliates, co-conspirators, including Crystal and Benjamin, employees, contractors, agents, and representatives, and anyone acting in concert with them, directly or indirectly, in person, remotely, or online, and restraining them from each of the actions and other misconducts described in the temporary restraining order, including further publications or disseminations of disparaging information. They have been ordered to refrain from further communications and to immediately take down all current publications, such as the term is defined in the verified complaint, and any other video, audio, or other form of publication posted on any online streaming platform by the group, the co-defendants, directly or indirectly, and publications and any such communications published by the co-defendants from any online streaming platform or otherwise published that in any way relate to the private legal dispute underlying this matter between Brian and Crystal and the assertions of wrongdoing as described in the verified complaint. The temporary restraining order arises from evidence presented in court showing Schneider and Mansell's conspiracy with Crystal and Benjamin to engage in a racketeering and corrupt actions and associated unlawful activities, including defamation, trespass, trade disparagement, deceptive practices, interference with economic relations, among other unlawful actions.
Gotcha.
The court found that plaintiffs. I'm give me just one sec. The court found
yeah, because I'm going to ask you for the TLDR here. Yeah.
Yep. The court found that the plaintiffs showed a substantial likelihood of success on the merits respecting these foregoing claims.
Right.
A copy of the TRO was sent to Crystal's counsel within the last hour, and frankly, if she was aware of such, she may as well be in contempt of the court's order as we speak for even showing up on this podcast or on this live stream. As an additional observation, following a face-to-face settlement meeting with Crystal and Benjamin several months ago on February 6th, BAM expressly requested that she produce any and all evidence in her possession relating in any way to her claims. In response, they failed and refused to produce any evidence, including that which she apparently showed you guys tonight and claims to possess.
Yeah.
At an appropriate time, we'd be happy to address further questions and any misinformation that Crystal and the others have shared, which we hope to review and evaluate further. And then we would ask that you kindly refer to the verified complaint on file with the Utah District Court. And we are not trying to try this private matter in social media or on other stages.
So
now, if you guys would like, let me do this for you real fast and share with you the actual complaint and where you can find further information on that.
But Matt, let me ask you, dude, just
Yep.
guy to guy here. Do you think that's helpful to change the narrative of what's going on right now?
I think that
You're taking care of business. I get it from
Yeah.
the corporate side, but when we're telling you in the court of public opinion, and by the way, dude, taking down the videos and striking channels and all that is only going to fan the flame. And these videos are already out and they're going to be re-uploaded. You are not stopping that train.
for sure. But what it does do is it stops mistruth and lies from being spread. And frankly, again, at this point, a judge has looked at the evidence and said there's enough here that they have a high likely success or chance of success in winning this court case, which is it's a RICO and racketeering case. We believe that there's organized crime. We believe that there is money being exchanged to essentially induce people to commit crimes.
This was something that Eamon had mentioned to me last night, was that the people that were working with Ben were on his payroll, if you will, and so they weren't just there as friends, and so that, I guess, elevates it to some other level. So that I had heard kind of prior, and that, like, I guess that's a big deal, apparently.
And it is a big deal because we've faced coordinated attacks across the country, across the brand. And it's the same people. We're seeing the same emails, the same phone numbers, people that that are attacking our franchisees that we have reason to believe are being paid to do so. Now, for further information, if you guys want to see let me share my screen real fast. If you want to look up the court case itself, if you want to see the evidence, if you guys want to take a look and understand where we're coming from, you are welcome. Here's a copy of the restraining order. This is the court case. This is the case number. If you guys want to read into the additional evidence and choose for yourself, understand for yourself, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
So kind of everything that would be Bricks and Minifigs side of things has its evidence within this document, or it's going to be presented in court but isn't in this document yet?
No, it has been presented in court, and
Okay.
and this is this document is public record. So you are welcome to look up case number 260402353 with Judge Tony F. Graff. So if you guys,
and this is the whole thing, or is this just in pertaining to the restraining order?
This is our case against Ben Schneider and his cohorts. So
The whole case, or just to grant the restraining order?
No, this is the whole case.
Okay. And this is
the initial filing for the case. This is the verified.
Yeah. It's not the deluxe. It's not the box set yet. But where's the?
Yes.
Sorry, we have to do a little comedy. So,
Yeah, for sure.
this isn't the GWP. All right, look. All right, Matt, I'm going to ask you a question here. This is $100 super chat. There's a little bit of language in here, but it's a friend of the show, so we have to answer. Somebody gave us $100. They want to hear your answer for this. Okay, so I apologize. There's a little language, but it's not horrible. It's more of a statement. It is you and your coworkers handling the situation that has led to these innocent business owners and their families getting death threats. Get the F out of our hobby, bozo. The last part, probably unnecessary, but he's saying like the lack of reaction is what led to it. What say you to that? I know people are like, get a little maniacal and stuff like this, and they should not be. I agree with you. Nobody should be threatened on this, but what do you say about basically saying, to paraphrase, the lack of response or whatever is potentially what causes you not putting out that fire early enough is a partial cause to these reactions from people?
Yeah, I tend to think that people who punch first and ask questions later end up not in the right place. And I think in this case, we have tried to be steady. We have tried to be fair and accurate and evaluate our systems. Have there been things that we could have done different? For sure. But I think that we have, again, laid out our factual side of the case and the things that we are standing by. And I think that is not something that comes in a quick soundbite to appease people. The truth is not a simple thing to find.
Yeah. Certainly.
Again, from like a third party perspective, that's where I have found myself is like, I don't know where I stand. It's like, I hear one thing and then I hear another thing and they're like, well, I have evidence, but I haven't seen it. So I can't know that that's true because anyone can say anything. And so, yeah, I can agree with that the truth is hard to find because that's what I have been trying to find. And I have been, going in circles on this, and I'm sure for you guys, it's been even tougher. It's, very much your business and your life. And for me, I'm just looking at it and like, kind of who's the guilty party here? Who do I think did it? And so who cares what I think? Ultimately, it's, going to come down to the court. But, I'm like, just as a third party observer, just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Like, yeah that's not fun either.
Well, and from the public perspective, it's easy to hate on the business. It's easy to hate on the nameless, faceless people. But I got to tell you, we're not nameless, faceless people. We are ingrained in community. Bricks and Minifigs is built on community. I don't know how many of you guys have gone to a store, but when you walk in, there's an energy, there's a vibe, there is something special about being in there. And I get to see it on my end where we have, again, 300 plus franchisees at this point that come to our office, I get to interview them, get to meet them, shake their hands, look in their eyes. These people care about their communities.
Yeah, for sure.
Almost 90% of our franchise is single unit owners. These aren't people going out buying 30 Subways. These are people who are trying to build a place where kids in their area can come and can, share in a passion. So yeah, you want to be mad at me? You think that I've done something wrong? I can disagree. We can work through that. There's processes in place to manage that. But don't hurt your community. Don't hurt these people. I had a franchisee reach out to me and tell me that her 14-year-old daughter was getting texts and threats because of this. Okay? That is wildly inappropriate. That has crossed borders.
For sure.
I will stand on that hill to my last breath. These franchisees are good people, and they deserve to be treated with the dignity and respect. These people put their money where their mouth is. They went out and started something. They deserve that respect. So you want to hate me? You want to hate my brother? Great. Go for it. But you back the fuck off of these franchisees.
All right.
Yeah.
I respect the passion. Like I said, I'm glad you guys are responding now, and you're starting to show some teeth, and you're getting into the game. That's my takeaway from this. I'm glad you guys are, because you're right. It is easy to hate, and you guys do have to get. There is a strategy in order that you have to get, put together, and comms getting out, and we all understand that. But we are looking forward to the evidence and seeing what's what in this for sure. And that is why, and Ryan was getting roasted before you got here. Like, he's a shill, he's a this. Everyone knows you're going to be 100% team Bam, and rightfully so. People are wanting to understand, both sides of the coin here. So,
Sure.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that there's a latest documents and everything. Yeah, Ryan, go.
I have another question that I guess could use clarity for people, because this was something that Eamon described to me last night, but I'm still not like fully grasping the idea. And it's something I think a lot of people are very rightfully like upset about, because the second I saw it, I was like, well, I mean, what the heck are we doing here? This is clear as day. Is in her contract, it said that consignment services were allowed.
For sure.
But Eamon said that meant something else. I mean, again, you can explain to people if people can believe it or not, I guess, is kind of where I'm at. But that's apparently it doesn't mean consigning sets, and that there's a separate handbook. And that's, again, these are the types of things that gave me pause before I made my video today. And I was like, well, maybe, there is more, and there's more meaning here that I don't quite fully understand.
So if you look at the document we published today, there is the language. The franchise agreement is a thick legal document, and we don't train off the franchise agreement. We train off the owner's operator's manual, right? Operations manual. And there's a portion of the franchise agreement that states that regardless of what the franchise agreement says, services and standards may change from time to time, and those will be updated and reflected, and you are bound by those standards and changes in the operations manual. And in the operations manual, the 2003 operations manual that was in place at the time, look at the blog post we had on
you
our
said
site.
2003, but to be clear, you meant 2023.
23. I'm sorry, 2023. Thank you. It explicitly states in the owner's operations manual, which is what we use to train our franchisees and what they're supposed to follow the procedures from. We do not consign. We do not pawn. That is the standard. That is what we live on.
Yeah.
Emphatically.
So you guys have access to like the sales data and seeing receipts, but until currently you didn't see is it fair to say you didn't see like the origin of where the sets came from? So obviously there were royalties earned or accrued on some of these sets in question, but you didn't get to see like the source of the purchase. Is that why you didn't say like, whoa, these are consigned, we can't do that? Is that fair to say?
I mean, that's a tough question to answer, and that's a much more in-depth question that I don't know that I want to get into all the details and aspects of right here, right now. But
you understand the question, right? It's
I
pretty
totally
clear.
understand the question. Yeah. And
you mean technically you can't see why because you don't have the data right now? Is that what you mean?
It is a more nuanced question than that. And I want to be careful to not stray too far from my attorney's watching this going, hey, stick to the, but
shout out to attorney. We're trying to handle this well. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to make light. We're a bunch of bozos over here.
There is an answer there. I'm happy to, with his blessing, we can get into that later, but there is an answer there.
Okay. Any other questions? I mean, we've had you on for a bit, Matt. We're going to have other folks in to weigh in on it. You guys have any other? By the way, thank you for your time. I know it's been a crisis and wild, but Brian?
So someone asked me what like they texted in and asked me to ask, so not a question from my own point of view, I guess, but like why Crystal had her store taken away. And then also like if you could clarify the timeline, because I believe in the video it presents as it's like the same day they come in and take the store, when that may or may not have been the case. And so I think there's some
I need to be careful on some of these things.
Of course, yeah.
don't take much stock in the purported timeline of said video. And I will just put it that way, or many of those details. Again, I believe we stated, I need to go back and double check the blog. Did you guys read that earlier tonight, correct?
Sean did.
On Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did we talk about Crystal's termination?
Just say yes.
Yes, as a franchise, yes. No. But
Okay, and that's the point where I'm getting texts now saying just.
hey, Matt, this is what I tell
know.
everyone prepared. Listen, we read everything you guys put out, and so if Crystal's termination was covered, we talked about it. As a franchise, yeah, we talked about it.
Sure.
Yeah, someone was asking if there was more info there to share, again, but if, you're sticking to whatever they said there, we get it, I guess.
Be interesting to hear her answer that question.
Oh, here it is. We have so. All right. Crystal admitted she got a phone call the morning of the takeover, and she was notified before that. So she's making it sound like it was like pretty bang bang, pretty bam bam. Pardon the pun.
No, there were multiple communications.
Okay.
Strung out over multiple days.
Okay, and you guys have all that prep too. Like so. Again, and by the way, we opened this thing tonight, Matt. You said you watched it or you heard about it or whatever, but like we only had a few minutes with her, and I think for a lot of us, it's like you follow the trail of the sets, and it's like what happened with those, and that's why we're like, how much time was between this? Where were the sets at the time? Were they off site? We heard about security issues, like. At the end of the day, the mystery of the sets and where they ended up is, I think that's what drew people in. I said it earlier, the amount, who's involved. You got the father-son dynamic. There's so many compelling things as to why this blew up. You guys had a little bit of heat on you over some other stuff. Like it was unfortunately a perfect tsunami coming in.
For sure.
Yeah.
Some questions. I think I'm not straying too far to ask some questions.
Sure. Oh yeah, please.
Let's ask some questions.
All right.
How long was this consignment agreement in place for?
Again, I haven't seen it. I think it's been published somewhere. Yeah.
I'm just throwing out some questions for you guys. I'm not saying
no, please. Yeah.
I'm just throwing out some questions.
I like what you're doing here.
Consignment agreement in place for?
So I think earlier tonight she said
already moved.
2023 it started.
I heard 27 or 28,000 he was paid out on.
I would take a look at the documents in our complaint, our verified complaint.
Yeah.
There's some questions to ask there to yourselves
and
say, okay, great. What was the state of the store the night of the takeover? She purportedly showed some evidence. And frankly, we have some as well. Take a look at that complaint, that verified complaint.
Where's this doc posted, by the way, for the people who want to look at it?
You have to search through the judicial records for the state of Utah. Again, I'll
let me comment so that people can see. If there's a link of it or something, we could.
I don't know.
It's all good.
Again,
maybe we could share it. We can post it on your social, whatever. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Sure. Right, let me share. I'll throw my screen up again just for a sec here. So if people want to write the number down, they're welcome to go take a look.
All right.
Case number 260-402-353.
All right, guys, screenshot it, and then you'll Google Utah and that, or how do you get there?
Yeah, Utah.
We're all a bunch of dum-dums. We have no idea how to do any of this.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people are talking about, and again, like we appreciate your time and everything. Oh, ask these questions to Brian. Let's see. What do you think about and again, it's filmed from one perspective, but the look of the police, I mean, obviously that's another compelling thing about this. Like, do you feel like that you're laughing about it, but people are pretty upset about it? Do you feel like they really doctored the shit out of that footage or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to, again, I would go read the verified complaint because,
See, people. It's like,
Okay, let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a hypothetical. Somebody comes, pounds on your door relentlessly for 2 weeks. Somebody goes to your family, your immediate family's door. They're pounding on their door and accosting them. Somebody pretends to be a UPS delivery driver and tries to step inside your house. Somebody impersonates an ecclesiastical leader of yours and tries to come into your home. What would you do?
were they trying to serve papers? People are saying.
No. What papers could? That's the job of a deputy, of a sheriff.
Well, he had this girl in the car. Was she not real? Was she an actor, or you don't know yet?
I'm gonna be careful. I gotta be careful to not comment.
Because they said they tried to serve. I mean, and they showed evidence footage.
It's very easy to say whatever you want to say and control one side of the narrative here. But you guys, let me ask you guys again. Like, if somebody was harassing you, and you can look up Reckless Ben's arrest records and look for what they're for. That's public record. So I'm not saying anything that isn't public record. Look it up.
Were all those arrests justified, though? We don't know, right? Just because the score of a game is 79-0 doesn't mean there wasn't some tomfoolery going on, right?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying, dude? But this is the way everybody's looking at it. So, dude, you've posted it. I want the receipts.
Take a look at our verified complaint and read through all the testimony and the statements that are made in there and judge for yourself. That's what I'll say to that one.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
That's there's about 50% of the population here in Utah is LDS, Latter-day Saint, right? Mormon.
There's a lot of attacks on that too, by the way. I think a lot of people don't understand that culture, and so things that are mysterious are looped in. That's a big part of it too.
But I can guarantee you that the Salem Police Department is not. And that's collusion, description of collusion between the police and us and the church, ridiculous.
All right, we have a $200 donation. I got to read this one to you.
Jesus Christ!
All right, Matt, this is a record here. Reposting this simple question, Gary. I apologize if I missed this, dude. I've never given a shit about Legos. Which, by the way, the amount of people, Matt, even you have to giggle the amount of times people say Legos. It's I'm like, come on, it's Lego. You had a legal right. I know it bothers the shit out of Ryan. You had a legal right to subordinate the original owner of the Legos. The question is, are you going to flex the legal loophole? Or are you going to honor the original contract to save the brand?
I stand by our statements we made earlier today. Okay. And I'm gonna refer to those and say that that is our position. And I know people aren't. Some of the people online have not read our comments.
Not yet. Yeah, it's new. It's fresh. And I. By the way, again, nooch guy, nooch noodle here. I'm a noodle.
Yeah, sure.
Any flavor. It's good that you guys have put some stuff out on the defense or offense or whatever you want to call it. It's good.
As we have stated, we are still willing to do the right thing. I'll put it that way. I'm trying to think how to say this. It has to be done the right way, though. And intimidation factors and third party agitators are not the right way.
So yeah, I often see this type of when I talk about Lego sets being bad, they're like, well, you don't do it the right way. I guess my question is, what is the right way? What would get you there would be where I would be wondering.
Yeah. We have repeatedly. Well, okay, I got it.
So I guess ignoring anything that's happened in the past, from your current position, what defines the right way?
That's what we're trying to get on. Yeah.
Sure. Well, first and foremost, I want to know where the sets went to. In our statements, we said that we did not have the sets, and that I stand by that statement. We, in our verified complaint, have talked about the status of the store, the amount of inventory that was on hand in the store, and the amount of Star Wars inventory that was on hand in the store. And I'm going to say go read that, because it is.
Is there a list of that inventory anywhere? Or is it just you have the? I know I read like there's a dollar amount range, but is there a list?
Good question.
Because I think that would be super helpful for like someone like me to look at and be like, okay, this is these all 30 of these 31 sets were things that he happened to have on it. Like statistically, the odds seem pretty low that would all line up.
Because Ryan will do a really professional job if everything's
I know
presented.
Lego Star Wars
Can I ask
sets.
you guys another question real fast?
Yeah.
We're a bunch of idiots. With Ryan, he'll put together a quality video.
Have you guys ever seen a stack of $200,000 worth of Lego sets, new in box?
I have.
Ryan definitely has.
On Ryan's desk every
So another question to ask yourself.
Yeah.
What does that look like? And is that like, go take a look at the verified complaint, go take a look at the images there, and ask yourself, is that $200,000 total of Lego? Is there $200,000 worth of Star Wars Lego in those?
Well, we talked about Ryan, say what you're going to say, but I've talked about value versus what you're going to pay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not like too bogged down in that, Sean. Like I can get that.
I'm
just look
so
at it,
bogged.
But
yeah,
I know you're bogged. But
I'm way
my
bogged.
understanding too is that minifigs are included in this debacle, if you will, and so those wouldn't be included with sets, but are part of the value, even though they aren't explicitly listed in the spreadsheet.
Go take a look at the verified complaint and judge for yourself. I'll leave it at that.
I do want to. I haven't said a whole lot, but I know it was mentioned earlier that Ben has like a track record of like whatever, like being in trouble with it. I just want to mention that every one of his arrests are linked to exposing people scamming and scandals and stuff like that. I just want to put that out there.
I think that is a
like he's not like a criminal. I just want to put that out there.
I don't know if you guys realize that it is an actual felony to impersonate a postal worker. And now I know in the court of public opinion that may be one thing, but there's reasons why that's a felony.
That's what this is, Matt. If you take one thing away from talking to us tonight, like
I get it. When perception meets reality,
and you got to walk the line. I get it, but like when you guys say that, people are just like, "Oh, come on, like give the guy his money." You know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing.
When somebody walks into a store and tells an employee, "I'm here to kill you,"
no, that's stupid. And the thing you said about that hit close to home. Like that happened to my kid. They're dead too. I understand what you're saying.
That's not funny.
That's no nonsense. Yeah, I get it.
Goes past. When, again, somebody is trying to force their way into your home, that goes past the line. And actions have consequences. And that, again, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, 100%. All right. Final one. When it comes to your franchises being hurt so badly over this publicity, why is corporate not making things right, regardless of what happened, who's right or wrong, to protect your other stores that you care so much about? And I think
go ahead.
But you're noticing the trend here. I alluded to it earlier, and now we're getting people paying crazy money to ask you that again. No, but they're asking you that again because, like, all of us are just like, dude, if we're worried about the threats and we're worried about the shakedowns and we're worried about this, like, why didn't we just do a better job of making it go away? And will you be better next time? It feels like you guys are planning to.
You know what? I've never once received from anybody in this situation, even though we've asked. I've never received a signed copy of the consignment agreement.
All right.
I have never received, despite asking for it, a true up of any of the documentation, receipts, or anything. So how do I even know what would be the right thing to do when they're at every opportunity where we have asked for documentation that has not been provided?
Would you not have those receipts from having access to your sales system?
Sure.
Like, is that not something you just have?
I can see what is sold. I don't know what he's been paid.
So that's all between her and him.
It's between her and him. And when somebody walks in off the street and says, "Hey, all of this is mine, pay me $40,000," I go, "Cool. Show me some receipts. Show me some evidence." Now,
but while that's happening, Rome is burning. I keep getting back to this, dude.
I get it. But what I'm aware, but it's tough because this process has been exacerbated across almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And it's difficult again when the third-party tactics become so hostile and so aggressive that it makes it difficult to open bridges of communication.
So you guys have been, so someone just called this out. We got people on both sides of the fence here. They're saying you guys did respond accordingly early, but it's just not as highlighted now because, you know, more has happened since then. Like, did you guys address this early days? Would you say?
Sure. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
I feel like we did.
Yeah. Okay. Take a breath.
I'm trying to, like, again, you guys, this is tough because like
Matt, get fired over it. Say what you want to say.
Yeah, well, I did, and I need to apologize. I don't swear very often, and I
like when you do though, because it's fucking real. Let's go. What do you got?
But I'm just, again, it is difficult to stick. How do I put this? I feel like, in general, I try to be a good person, and I try to do the right thing. And I feel like I can go to bed at night saying I tried to do the right thing. And I'll put it at that. I strive to be a good person.
Mm.
And I have tried my best to do the right thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm, you know, but I feel like that is where I am at with this, is that we have tried to do the right thing throughout this whole process.
Here's where we're at on behalf of the community. We want this fixed. It's our little dorky corner of the universe. We want we want this fixed. So whatever that takes, self-reflection, corporate reflection, revising the rules and regulations, the agreements, we want it fixed and we want it to go away. We want everyone to leave this thing happy.
Yep.
I guess that's what I want. I can't speak for everyone. Some people want you guys done and burned and all that. I hope we can just get like a nice, happy, peaceful resolution to where kids and adults and everyone in between can hop into a BAM, get a few figs, and have a great day and carry on. And I also hope that, you know, there are reparations for the collection being lost, regardless of who's at fault. If it's individuals, if it's franchisees, your guys' logo is on the wall, and it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you do. It says BAM at the top of it, and you're going to be associated. I talked about, like, I have kids. I'm responsible for my lineage no matter what, and they are part of that. And it's got to be fixed. And I hope you guys get in a room, sort it out, and then throw a big BAM brick party afterwards. Whatever needs to happen.
If I can just give one last shout out.
Yeah.
Our franchisees are the best. These are hardworking.
There's some great folks out there, dude. Let's get them fixed. Let's fix this.
If you enjoy Lego and you enjoy community, go just tell the owner of your local Bricks and Minifigs that they're doing a great job, because this has been a hellacious week for them, and undeservedly so for them. So give them some support and throw them a bone. They are amazing people.
All right. I agree. I've encountered great BAM owners, employees. Guys, thank you so much, Matt, for joining the show. Get some rest. Figure it out. Get everybody to the table, man.
Okay.
Communication. That's the deal.
Yeah, I would like to see everybody, you know, make it right. Like, get together. Like, everyone says
we don't want anyone going.
They want to get together. I like to see everyone get together and make it right, however that may be. So that would be my. But yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Wow, that was interesting. I did not expect a surprise guest.
I mean, Ryan, you probably wondered how you ended up on this show originally, but you know, it's like somehow.
Yeah.
You could pull. Okay, now to pivot.
Again, I can't.
Which might get us in trouble, but I hear Reckless Ben wants to come on the show now. Do we want to?
I don't know if I should be here for that, given they have a court order on him.
That's true.
Yeah, that would be my 2 cents.
I do business with 4 Bricks and Minifigs orders in the Northeast. They have no idea what they're doing in corp franchise business. A single store I know is profitable. They bleed money. B&M runs multiple failed stores.
Oh, that's not relevant to any of.
No,
Like,
I know. I'm just kind of, yeah. I don't know. I almost think we call it there. I think it was a compelling broadcast. I think we've had one from each side. Perhaps in future episodes we could have other representation. What do you think, Brent? I'm sorry you've been quiet. We've just been running our mouths.
I think we got a lot of freaking supers, and we probably only got
All
the
right.
half of them.
All right, do that. Let's reward the fans. Ryan,
I
if
don't
you-
even
if
know
you
where
wanna-
we. I gotta like scroll back to find where the fuck we are.
We're on like a Ryan stream right now. Is this what it feels like, Ryan? Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a good one that would have been good to ask about. Is like why, if they did ever show up in good faith, why they were trespassed. But again, this is something that's been giving me pause over the last few days, wherein the way it's been described to me is this was not like a spur of the moment they showed up and got trespassed, like they had been there the day before and were causing trouble or whatever it may have been. But it's, enough to be like, okay, maybe there's more, but maybe there's not. But I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, everyone's demanding Ben. What do we do here?
Hey, you do whatever you want, but I should probably drive home, and I can't drive with AirPods in. I think that's against the law.
In some states.
You can have one in.
You have one in.
All right, well, that's just stupid.
Hang for a sec. I'll be right back.
Dude, I don't even know where to
How's your
start
day,
in
man?
these
What
supers.
are you
Bro,
doing?
this is crazy.
Oh no, it did the thing again. Hold on.
Oh yeah, drop and come back. This is insane. Like I did not even we got to like 700 people watching and I'm like, okay, this is fucking wild. And then it went from 700 and then we touched 1,000 and I'm like, okay, that's never happened. 1496. This is fucking crazy. Let me check our sub count. Let me just shamelessly, well, not shamelessly because this is our channel. We're 5 away from 6K, guys.
Hey, they do live streams every Thursday. If you didn't say that.
Yep, we do live streams every single Thursday at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Ryan comes on a good bit. Tyler from Life Bricks, a lot of people you might know. We're 5 away from 6K. So if one away from 6K, if anyone wants to help us hit 6K, that'd be sick. Trying to go through all these supers, guys. I'm trying to get back to literally where we've started. Okay, here's Kyle's $100
Hold
one.
on, quick before you
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah.
Just obviously they have court filings and things, and I understand there's things at play, but just the conversation with Matt there felt very different to me than my conversation with Eamon. And maybe they just have different perspectives. I've never met any of them before. I've never talked to them before. And so very much first experience with either person. But it felt like he was walking on thin ice, which he very much, I guess, up front said. But that's just my perspective on it. Is it felt like he was walking on thin ice and couldn't say everything that you would want to hear. So in a way, a little disappointing in that. It's still very nice that he came on and gave their side of things. And I need to look at that court filing for sure. That sounds very interesting. If there's pictures and evidence there that would, mean one thing or another. I do also wish Sean had pulled up the video from December of that year. If that, the December 2024 video of the store with sets that seem like they would be his.
Yeah.
But again, how do you know? So, but yeah, no, I wonder if there's an inventory list that we're going to get to see through the court, because that to me would be pretty damning one way or another. If it's okay, well, Brian had these 47 sets at the store, and 47 of the 49 sets that they had at the store when they took over the store were the same ones Brian had. It's statistically that probably couldn't happen unless they were mostly, if not all, Brian's.
Yeah.
But I don't I want to see all of that, and if that does exist to see,
there's gotta be some kind of inventory. You don't.
I agree. No, because they said they took
much
inventory
Lego.
and they took pictures, and so both. Everyone's saying we have this and we have that, and so I want to see it, frankly. So I don't know if it's in this filing that they have, and maybe it is, and that would be good to see, and maybe put things to rest one way or another, at least with part of it. I mean, at the end of the day, like all of this is just to me, like, you know, who's guilty with what, you know, this, that, and the other, and it's still just Brian there without his stuff, and that is ultimately the most shitty part of it, is like he's just the guy that got fucked over, if you will, by somebody, by something, by everybody, you know, and then, you know, everyone's just fighting over who did it, and he's just like, all right, well, you know, I'd like my money to give to my grandkids.
Yeah.
He told me this morning that he started. I don't have my notes from when I talked to him because I wrote them all down on paper and it's in my house. But one of the things he said to me this morning was that he had started with the money that from the stuff that I bought from him. He had started his is it a trust or account or whatever college fund, I believe, for his kids or his grandkids. I can't remember which. It was one of the two.
Yeah.
So at least something good happened with some money.
Yeah. Ben's video was super long, but
it's long, but it was like
I'm being communicated
insanity.
from my birds letting me know things, because literally I think mine
Did
and
you
Sean's
watch it all?
I got all the way to like the last 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I saw
the second part, the Patreon.
No, is that when he was posing as a mail carrier, I guess?
I don't think he posed as a mail carrier. I think somebody else did.
Or someone did. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I got it.
And then they had her sign a contract through that. You know, he was like, sign for your package, but really she was signing like some contract that was like, you owe me $5,000 every time that you what would you call it? That you you know, call the police on me, I think was the deal.
Yeah.
And then I think I watched some lawyer's video and he's like, yeah, basically this would not hold up because it's, you know, some misuse of the delivery of the contract. And, you know, you've misguided the signee of the contract. And he's like, yeah, this would never hold up and is not enforceable in any way, shape or form. So, you know, or at least effectively for the viewer, a video gag, but potentially, obviously on the other end, a crime. So, well, you know,
I know in one of those
I'm
videos,
sure for everybody.
Yeah, I know in one of those videos, the inventory list is in there apparently. So
that so the inventory list, you're talking about the Excel spreadsheet.
I think so.
So there is a spreadsheet, and there's a Google Drive that I can send you. That's there. That spreadsheet, all the pictures are there. That spreadsheet is Brian's personal spreadsheet, if you will, is probably the best way to describe it. I think it's Brian's spreadsheet that tells him. No, I think maybe Brian and the store owner used it, Crystal, I think. But that spreadsheet is effectively like, here are all the sets that I have. Here's what they are worth on the low end. Here's what they're worth on the high end. And this is their current location. There's home, there's store, there's storage. And then I noticed also stolen. There's like a set or two that either in one of the smash and grabs was stolen or just during the time of day. You put sent Ben link in the as your
I did.
thing.
That's my comment.
All right,
so Ryan, if you got a bounce for some reason, I don't know how that looks for you. You should probably
to meet Mr. Ben.
You're not gonna get sued. Like, what's gonna happen here?
I would like to live my life without worrying about everything. So that's I will absolutely watch. I cannot wait. But
we said we're going to be equal opportunists. We're going to let everyone speak here. So,
oh no, I agree, and I'm going to listen and take everything he says into account if I make a like full on video. Absolutely, but and if I have any questions, I'll text you.
All right, this is unreal. From YouTube to the screen. All right, Ryan, take care. You want if you want to come back, you can. Look at you're showing your ripped arms here. What's going on?
What was that flex? Letting me on though, and then I'll be watching. So thank you guys, everybody in chat that I couldn't read anything of.
Always, thanks, Ryan.
Legendary stream continues. We've got Ben here. This is insane.
Okay, I would like to ask the COO to provide the evidence for his side, and then I will delete my entire YouTube channel if he does.
All right, it's a fair statement. This sounds like they did, Ben. I mean, did you read the documents yet? What's going on?
So I guess the evidence we want there's three things. I made a video yesterday. There's three questions we wanted answered. The first one, they said, corporate did not know about the consignment deal. That's their side. The other side is a video showing corporate knowing about a consignment deal. Where's the evidence? How is that video wrong? That's the first question. He answered that.
He said I'm sorry, it should be all in the court documents for Utah, and there's a bunch of numbers he gave.
I looked at the court's documents. That answer was not in the court
Oh,
documents.
it wasn't. Okay. I haven't looked at them. We've been doing this horrible broadcast.
But that was
sir.
the first evidence we were asking for. So it seems like 1/3 of the evidence he was not able to provide.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you guys. I haven't watched the whole live stream yet. Was he able to provide that?
We have not delved into it yet. So
And where did he go? Did he not want to talk to us?
he said
Yeah,
everything's
tell him
in
to come
there.
back on. I'll be quiet. Can I get off? I'll have him explain that side. I'll get off so he's not upset at me or.
He's not on any longer, so I don't know.
Well, I can get off and he can get back on, and then he can. If he answers that question, I will delete my YouTube channel right now, and then this whole thing will go over.
Say it again. Make the message clear. If they want to respond to it, they can. What exactly are you asking for again? I'm sorry.
I will delete my YouTube channel, all the videos. I will give all the money from the Patreon to Bricks and Minifigs if he answers that question.
Repeat it one more time. What's the question?
Corporate said they did not know about the consignment until Brian went in. However, there is video evidence of them knowing about the consignment before Brian went in.
Who owns the
That's
video
what this
evidence?
whole thing is about. What?
Who has the video evidence?
Everyone, millions of people. It's on YouTube. It's in all three of my videos that I made about them.
So when they say it's like doctored or whatever, you can give them the raw, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
so it's
cool.
an AI video. That's their evidence.
Well, there's
Okay.
some of that. They say some of them say it's doctored, whatever, and that stuff can happen. I'm not saying you did that, but so you can
So
send them
that's
the raw.
is that their official claim? Is that it's
No,
AI?
no. I'm not putting words into any mouths. I'm saying people can say that. So you'll send the official video.
Because he said when he got on the live stream, I've watched the beginning where he said, I'm going to clear up all of Ben's questions. We're going to show all the evidence. So it sounds like he came on here and he didn't do what he was going to say, correct?
I feel like we're on trial now. I don't know. I just asked him a bunch of questions.
Yeah, sorry to put you guys on the spot. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Well,
good, dude. Dude, I'll be honest with you. I've had some beers at this point. I'm just taking this all in. This is a wild night
nice.
for us. And I'm he came on, said what he said. Here's the deal. We had Chris on. What's your relationship with Chris? Let me put something on you. We're the hosts around here. What have you talked to her? What's going on there?
Who's Chris?
Crystal.
Oh, Crystal.
Sorry, I know her as Chris.
I have no
I'm
relationship with Crystal. I did one interview with Crystal. I tried to get both sides. I got Eamon's side. I got Crystal's side. I put them both in the video. That's my relationship with Crystal. And I had one more conversation with her yesterday because we're mentioned in a lawsuit together. So she called me for maybe 15 minutes about the lawsuit. Those are my only interactions with her ever.
Okay.
And also, I don't think Ben's trying to put you guys on the spot or anything like that.
No,
I think
I'm
it really
sorry.
good.
Yeah, I'm
And
so many
I think
facts.
we're listening to the podcast or this live stream, and honestly, I thought you were on our side, if anything. So
No, they're trying to be neutral.
okay, neutral. Okay.
We're trying
Anyways,
to be. I presented myself as a neutral noodle, and I mean
But
that,
next time-
because I see
so
both
there's
sides. But
three-
you heard me. I hope you heard me hammer him about I don't care who's at fault, clean it up, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah. But there's three questions. Next time he comes on, is this video AI? Explain the video if you had no clue about the the thing. Another thing, they're claiming the store was empty when they took over the store. None of Brian's sets were even in the store when they took over. That's their official claim. However, we have metadata timestamped pictures of the sets in the store when they took over. So
And it's on Facebook.
how can these sets be in the store if they were never even in the store? And also, Josh claims they did have his sets and they were going to give them back. So what sets were they going to give back to us if they never even had his sets in the store to begin with? That's the second piece of evidence that we want. The third question, what was it? Oh, what right do you guys have to take Brian's sets and not pay for them? Because normally a transaction works like this. So let's pretend. Okay, so you're the person that I'm doing business with. You give me something of value. I give this person something of value, right? That's a transaction.
Yeah.
In this case, Brian gives them all his Lego sets. They give him nothing. How does that How is that possible in the world of business?
That was like the perfect explanation, I feel.
So those are the 3 questions. He said he was going to come on and answer them. We said in the video yesterday, answer these 3 questions and we'll stop. He said he was going to come on today and answer all 3. I haven't finished the live stream yet, but how many of those questions did he answer on the stream?
I don't know that I don't know that I saw that to ask him those questions. So I apologize, but we asked him a bunch of fire questions, right, Brent? I mean, we went kind of at him about a lot of stuff. I mean, seriously,
I mean, I do feel like a lot of
clear,
people
dude. Nobody's shilling for either side. Like, dude, I'll be honest with you. I came into this being like, dude. Well, Brent, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I feel like a lot of people in chat.
He's on mute. Sorry, I want it to be on you guys because I assume you guys probably haven't seen the video, but Bricks and Minifigs has seen it. And the COO said he was going to come on and address everything. And from what it sounds like, he's addressed nothing. So it seems like this is another lie. Oh, I can give the evidence. And then just, oh, wait, I can't actually, So is what it kind of seems like.
Well, he has to come on like literally midstream. No pun intended. This is the COO. He wanted to come on. And they just released, you did see the new social post you said earlier, right?
Yeah, we're making a video reacting to it right now. It's pretty funny. But
where are you guys located? Everybody wants to know where you are.
Oh, we're at the White House.
Look at this. We're
at the White House now. Correct.
Yeah, we definitely did not flee the country, and you can tell because
the American flag's right here.
Yeah, if anyone's confused of where we're at, this flag makes it extremely obvious of where we are. Because how could we have fled the country to Mexico if they don't fly the American flag in Mexico? So
we're in
clear as day.
We're in the most American state there is, Washington, right now.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys? Ben, you're going to keep covering this. What do you think about? Let's back up a second, just from the.
Well, if they end, we'll just give them the. If they give them the Legos back like they should, we'll just stop. But it seems like they want us to keep making videos about them. So, yeah.
Wait, that's a really good point too. Did he mention because we didn't finish the live stream? He did mention that he thinks that there's like this huge organized criminal activity where Ben is apparently.
We'll let them dig their hole in that.
I defended you on that,
gets
Ben.
addressed in episode 3. But
okay.
But Ben, I don't want to put
about
words
that,
into your
the better it
mouths.
is for us.
You guys agree though? I'd hope I don't want to put words in your mouth. But some of this stuff, like personal, you're not asking people to do personal threats or anything like that.
Heck
right?
no.
Yeah.
Why would anyone want to?
I don't know, but I mean, because some of it's being looped in, like
no,
people are getting attacked and threatened. Yeah.
Oh no, if people threaten, that just makes the cause look bad. Like the cause to get Brian's Legos back, that makes that look bad. So why would we ever encourage that?
Yeah. So say that to your fans. You don't want people.
Yeah.
Going crazy.
No one go out and threaten. Yeah. That sucks. No one go and harass. No one go threatening. No harassment phone calls.
Yeah. The only one thing we want is for Brian to get his Legos back. That's it.
You have said that many times. I said that.
If you're threatening people, it makes it harder to get the Legos back.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've said that. Let me ask you this. This has been the 2 trends all night long. Where the hell is the inventory? I want your theory on that. And 2, why didn't they just...
Wait. There's good news.
Okay, go ahead.
Where are the Legos, as you call them?
Bricks and Minifigs has the inventory, and they will actually email anyone who sends them a question. And so they told me about 4 months ago, we'll email it to you tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, no, we'll get it to you tomorrow. We'll get it to you. And then eventually after like a month of the runaround, we actually cannot give you the inventory anymore. So maybe
of his particular Brian's particular Legos.
They said that they will. Eamon specifically told, this is gonna be in the 3rd video, but he said he will give anyone the inventory who wants it. And but is he just saying that, or is he actually gonna do it? And I guess it's up to them to provide, because they have all the evidence to clear all this up in 10 seconds. This can be done in 10 seconds. If he publicly posted the inventory, this whole thing would be over in 10 seconds, but he won't do it. My question is why?
What do you guys really think happened with the inventory? If they don't have it, where do you think it is? What do you think? Like, you're in Vegas.
I think a lot of it's sold. Honestly, I think they're I don't think they sold every single one, but I think a lot of it's sold.
I don't know 100%. I think some of it's still in the store.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it got sent to the Eugene store.
Yeah, at this point, they probably don't have it.
I think a lot of it got sold, and Bricks and Minifigs profited. Around.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
And then the other question is, and I asked them several times, like, why do you think they didn't just settle, for lack of a better term, to make this awful.
It's an ego
story go
thing. They
away.
think they're right. If they give the Legos back, they have to admit they're wrong. Only a loser would give the Legos back, and they're not losers.
Yeah, I
So
heard.
you think
I
it
saw
sets
a comment.
you think it sets a precedent? Is that kind of the
I
issue?
saw a comment earlier. I wish I knew his username, so I shout him out. He said the CEO puts the ego in Lego. I mean, come on, that's a little funny.
No, it
That's
is.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
But
I don't know. I'm just like I'm baffled. The whole thing is confounding. What originally drew you in, Ben? I mean, I by the way, I'm new to your work. I'm a Lego guy, so I was drawn in by your compelling story. But like, it seems like you do like this type of thing where you're defending the wrong kind of thing. What got you into this?
yeah,
Dude?
I just don't like seeing the little guy get screwed over because I'm the little guy, and I don't like getting screwed over. So I feel a lot of empathy for other little guys, and it's like I just saw his story was just made me so sad, and I was like, dude, I gotta help this guy out.
Yeah. Brent, you got a question for Ben?
Can you guys hear me?
You're still muted right now.
I don't know
Earlier,
why
he
you
didn't
can't
mean to
hear
cut
me.
you off like you were muted.
No, you're good.
Was I cutting you off? I'm so sorry.
You're good. It's
Sorry if I came in
sometimes
hot. We were just like filming. We're like
No,
super,
it's
like,
good. You got your
excited and
Willy
hyped up
Wonka
all
on. I
over.
love.
good.
By the way, I love the attire.
So I'm
I
just
love
trying to
the
make
whole
this
setup.
entertaining so people.
Wait, is this,
No,
is this
you
audio
are.
on your side? Because we can't hear him.
Oh, you still can't hear Brent.
Yeah,
Brent,
I don't know
we
why.
can't hear him the whole time.
Brent, drop and come back. It was happening to Ryan too. Brent's
Well,
gonna
if
drop
I-
and
do
come
if
have
back.
I
to go,
drop-
like, really soon, we have to go somewhere, but
Brent's
definitely
gonna
we
drop
have
and come
to
back.
do something in Washington D.C. that's very important.
As long, we gotta do it before the sun dies. You know?
Yeah, the sun's going down here in
Yeah.
Washington D.C. So
All right. Let me see. Let me get. We have a lot of people. By the way, again, compelling shit. By the way, earlier, guys, I compared it to like a Netflix series that everybody's hooked on. Have you guys heard this comparison where it's like we got to see the next part? It's like a true crime thing.
No, we haven't heard it, but that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of a heater situation going on here. Let me just see if there's any
Sean,
questions.
one real quick. Have you dropped
but we do have to.
completely
We
away
have
from
one more
the
question.
stream?
We got to go because we're gonna be late.
All right, all good. All right, here's one from Tom the Builder, great friend of the show. For Ben, COO mentioned a settlement meeting that Bam arranged. Brian didn't show up to. What can you say about that?
So Brian told me that I actually don't know. That's more of a question for Brian, not me, because I wasn't there. However, Brian told me that they had a mediation between him and Crystal, and they wouldn't let Brian show up. Brian wanted to be there, and they wouldn't let him show up. So I don't know. I can ask Brian about that tonight and maybe put that in a public statement tomorrow, maybe. But I don't know if that's what they're talking about, if that's the mediation. But Brian, because I was on the phone with Josh, and Josh said, we already went to mediate. So I'm kind of getting sick 'cause I haven't been sleeping. I've been editing so much, but
No, this
Okay.
guy works nonstop. I swear.
By the way,
We're
has
like-
this been like your
we're going somewhere,
craziest
he'll-
shit ever? Ben, you guys are already big and
Yeah,
everything.
kinda.
Has this been your
No,
biggest
just a real
video
quick thing
to
on it.
date?
Dude,
Though?
he works so much, it's insane. Like we'll be somewhere and we're like getting food. And he's like, okay, cool. Like how long you guys think you'll be? Like 10 minutes.
Right.
He's like, okay, cool. Let me just edit real quick.
But
I'm
I
like,
think-
dude, insane.
I think I can probably look back to the footage of Josh saying on camera, like, hey, we already went to court with, we went to mediation with Crystal. And then Brian's listening. He's like, what? They went to mediation already? Like, I'm supposed to be there. Like, why wouldn't they inform me about it? So Brian was pissed he wasn't there. So either he's a really good actor or he's pissed he wasn't there, I guess.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Well, there's so much to be uncovered, dude. So what's the plans next? You're gonna keep covering right up until court date? I mean, what's happening with you guys? Wherever
Well,
you are in the
was
world.
I mean, according to their calculations, it was gonna phase out after 1 to 3 months, but now it looks like we're gonna keep filming for the next 2 years because that's how long court lasts.
And
So,
that's how long they want to drag it out for.
yeah,
Are you officially willing to become a Lego channel, Ben? It sounds like you are. This is really cool.
I guess so. I
Well,
like
welcome,
Legos as a
welcome,
kid.
welcome to the nerddom. Get on in.
Nice. Well, hopefully this puts Lego on the map and more people buy Lego because of this.
I like how you're saying Lego now. You dropped the S. Did people criticize you for saying Legos over and over again?
No, it's
We're a
just
bunch
called
of
Lego.
nerds. It's just straight up Lego.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's just Lego.
Oh, I thought it was
Like Lego is the brand. Like if there's Legos on the floor, then it's Legos, but the brand is Lego.
It's always
So
Lego.
People buy Lego. Yeah.
It's always singular. Yeah.
Oh, it's like plural, kind of like
Like deer.
moose
Like deer.
or
Oh.
deer. Oh, so it's always okay. Well,
Everyone's like, this is a good video. Why does he keep saying Legos?
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Or like,
I thought it was Legos. Maybe
Shout out
just
ACOB when
Lego.
you go, it's Lego. Every time you say it, there's never an S.
well,
You're the first
now we
person to
learned
tell
some-
me
yeah, I
that.
didn't even
I'm a
know.
Well,
nerd.
we
What
do have
can
to
I
go.
say?
We're gonna be very late. But
Yep. Do your thing, boys. Do your thing. Ben, open invite. We want to continue the story. We want to be the investigative journalists on the Lego side. So
Sick, but
you
no,
guys will
don't-
come back for updates. We'd love to see you again.
But if you get the COO on again, ask him those 3 questions. That's
I will.
the only 3 questions we want to know.
I'm gonna film them, write them down. I may even email them to him. Again, dude, through a friend, I sent the link and he showed up. I was stunned by it, and at least they're
Nice.
showing up now. I did congratulate him. They had been dark about it, and I said, hey, start showing up, and they
Well, I
did.
think the more we talk, the more it'll get resolved. You know, like
Yeah.
like being in the dark is the worst thing you can do.
That's
It'll
what I
only
said.
get resolved if we figure it out by friendly communication. You know.
I'm old as shit, but I do know that the thing that solves most things is communication. You're dead on, and I'm like, let's start talking about it. Get everybody in a room, figure this shit out.
Yeah, and I'm still down. Like maybe I'm wrong on everything. If he's down to prove me wrong, I'm down to hear him out and make it and clear their name. Like I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt to clear their name. They just won't let me. You know, it's like every time I'm like, hey, can you just please show this evidence? This would clear your name if you show this evidence, and then people will love you again. And they don't do it. So I'm giving them every chance I can to clear their name. They're not taking it. So.
I asked it about 10,000 times. Like, what can we do to make it go away? So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You've injected.
Yeah,
That's what it
some
would
energy
take. Show
here.
the inventory list.
All right, there you go.
We steal from oldpeople.com.
Ah, there it is. The plug. All right, man. Surreal to see you live. Thanks, boys.
See ya.
Later, guys.
Later.
Nice. Oh, should we keep reacting? Oh, this is definitely dead by now.
Keep reacting. All right, there they go. All right, we got Republic Studs.
Oh,
joining
shoot,
the
I'm on.
broadcast. Yeah.
Hey,
what's going
guys.
on, dude?
What up?
So this
Post
is-
game. That
let's
was
get the
crazy.
wildest night. Yeah. So, dude, what's your take on all this? I mean, you're a businessman. Do you agree
Thank
with the
you.
overarching assessment? I'm sorry, I've got 2 narratives. Where's the inventory, and why didn't BAM solve this quickly? Do you agree it's like, should we just get down to business here, or what's
So
your?
I want to give attention to chat because chat's been bringing up some really
They're
good
nuts.
points.
I'm sorry,
um,
guys. Yeah.
That's okay. The big thing I want to know, there was a warrant put out for that man you just saw's arrest where his, what was it? His shoulder was dislocated. And on
Ben's
that
back.
warrant, it says that he has the Legos and he was accused of stealing Legos. Oh, Ben.
Ben's back. Ben,
What's
did
up,
you
Ben?
join?
Does he know he is, Sean, or did you
Oh,
just
I
put
don't
it
know.
back
We'll
up there?
see.
Not
Yeah.
knowing?
Oh, shoot.
Right.
I want to know why Ben is being accused of stealing Lego in the warrant. That's nuts. Like when they were going to search, he has on audio of them saying, "Where are the Lego?" and they couldn't find any Lego. That's like the most nuts part about this whole thing to me.
Mhm.
And I want so many explanations, to be honest, with you.
I know. There's so much, and that's why. Again, we're 3 hours into this, Logan. But I'm like, dude. I'm like, when you throw your hands up and just go, like, where's the evidence on this thing? You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, based on my talk with Ben, it's going to come out tomorrow, so it's not like private. Oh,
You're
yeah.
still streaming.
Hey, guys.
Look, we just walked away.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my God.
What up?
All right, you guys can roll.
All right.
didn't know-
Here, I don't.
We're still on.
How do we
He
turn
might
this
not.
off?
He might not
No.
know how to leave, Sean.
No.
Just leave him off. There we go.
Yeah.
You're good.
Um.
All right.
So that's like
Well,
those are
after you
like
pop
the,
back in. He looks like Willy Wonka. He could show up wherever he wants. You know.
he's literally Willy Wonka. That's my big one. I want to know and I want to know why they're accusing him of finding heroin in his car, and they spent 3 hours searching his car. That's like a improper statement. So now, to a couple interesting things I know on the back end. There's the Brian, I believe, is going to be on both Fox News and ABC tomorrow. That's what Ben told me. So pending some news events where that changes, I hear that's the case. So
Did you
if
say
Ben-
this stupid thing will be on there too?
what? No, I'd be shocked if it was. They're just getting Brian
Well,
on. I don't even
wildly
think they're bringing Ben
entertaining.
on.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
So Bam, who's watching this, have fun with that PR disaster tomorrow. that's a new whirlwind. And then there's some big YouTubers are going to be getting involved soon. Names that everyone here would recognize. And that's going to be really interesting as well. So they sent to their franchise. Oh, and this is the biggest thing. This is my biggest concern out of everything here. And tell me what you guys think. the franchisees. Now, assume Ben, the other franchise, I forgot what her name is, franchisee. Assume everyone's wrong in this situation. Assume they're both wrong. This still hurts the franchisees, and the simple fix for this is give them back the Lego collection or the equivalent value.
Yeah.
It seems like incompetence, and their corporate seems to be dragging down every single franchisee with this. This is my frustration. Listening to him like saying, "Oh, you guys are being so mean to our franchisees. It's so terrible." It's like, you're the adult, Sean. What you said was incredibly insightful about, like, I'm still the dad. I still take responsibility for all my kids. I thought that was
a good
great.
take. I thought it was fair. Like,
no, it's very fair.
You can't pass the buck. You can try to and be like, "Well, I partially raised them," and da da da. It's like, but dude,
it's like they will take none of the blame, and they shove everything onto their individual franchisees. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I would
Ben
never
is still
do that.
hanging out there. What is going on?
Are you trying to be here, Ben? Or are you still trying to leave?
I think they're in the middle of filming a video right now.
Oh,
I actually have I have my I just want to help. So like we're going to be running a promo with them where for Brickify we're going to be sending 100% of the monthly signups that we get through his link to help out the GoFundMe for Brian. We just
noble.
Where's
the GoFundMe at, by the way? It was like $7,000.
The GoFundMe you could check on his video, on the original video, and then from my understanding, what's going to happen is part 2 is going to become public, and part 3 is then going to be behind the Patreon wall. So make sure to go sign up for the Patreon as well, because this is going to be very expensive for Ben.
5,000 of 42,000 raised. Wow.
Yeah, it's incredible, and I've just loved watching the Lego community come together on this. I think Lego should publicly disassociate. I think it's insane. I know Ryan said that the piece of information is Lego won't. I think that might change after tomorrow when this starts making it into the national media.
What's the outcome you want on this?
I would like everyone else, for Brian to get his Legos back. I'd like for Bam to just like say, listen, we handled this wrong. I want them to apologize to their franchisees, because these people stuck their lives to building out these stores with their branding. They pay them exorbitant fees, which is fine. That's what they signed up for. Exorbitant franchisee fees. And in return, they're getting a really poorly handled PR disaster that could have been very easily avoided. And now we're just going to drag this out for no discernible reason. We're going to get every major YouTuber involved, and it's just fucking nuts.
He's still on. It's crazy.
What is Ben? Are you on?
No. Oh,
Ben, you're on.
I
don't know. I don't know if he knows how to leave. So I wouldn't keep bringing him up. Because I don't think he knows.
I think. I don't know. Like I said, I've run the same 3 narratives for 3 hours. I want to know where the sets are.
Mm-hmm.
I want Bam to apologize. Shout out to Bam, Boys Ambassador Network. But Bam to, even if they're not at fault, to fix it. I don't even know if apologize is the word, but like make it right by their franchisees.
100% right. Like,
and then we want everyone and I didn't mean to do it in this order, right?
Sure.
But I want Brian to get his just due too. We click those 3 boxes, we move on. Instead, it's been drug out, and everybody's saying most of these sort of PR disasters last 3 weeks or whatever, famously put out by Bam too. Like, it's like, it doesn't matter though, because there's going to be there was already a negativity.
Well, can I enlighten on another situation
with the C3PO thing? There was bad shit heading into it, unfortunately.
So, little reference. I'm not going to name names or specifics, but there was another instance where another video was put out, and Bam had a semi-reasonable. Actually, you know what? If he's watching this, text me, and then if I have approval to share these things, I think he's watching. I'm not going to say it right now, but there were certain emails that were exchanged very recently that were like, to a person who is a very young age and very threatening from BAM. They put in their initial statement, we are not looking to quash any commentary, basically. It was something along the lines of, we're not trying to quash dissent. And then I have literal emails that I've been shown that is them trying to do that. And I obviously understand why this person wouldn't want to, and it is all conjecture. I can't say specifics because I don't want to implicate them in any way.
Spill the tea. It's a party. Come on. We've all
He said, sure. He just texted me, sure. Okay. Yeah. So MGS put out this video with the C-3PO minifigure. And in the first email, he said, sure. They functionally guilt tripped him, saying that the same thing you just watched the COO do is the same thing they did to him. They guilt tripped him in his first email, saying how he was responsible because one of the employees that was in that video, MGS did with the gold C-3PO, which first off, by the way, they struck and had taken down. MGS lost probably $2,000+ in AdSense doing that. And they struck it and they took it down for no discernible reason. He had to put it back out again and with everyone's face blurred. And from my understanding, it's a one-party consent state. So that would be, I don't know the legalistics of North Carolina where that took place. But
Matty Ice wants to come on.
Yeah. So there's that. MGS, they basically threatened him. They said one of the employees' grandfathers died and he brought so much more stress, and the other one was having health issues. He can remind me. They were basically trying to make him feel like it was all his fault, and they were getting death threats on the phone, and they were getting threatened, and it was fucking nuts. I'm sorry. Excuse my French. So they were doing that.
Because all the
you're good.
Time,
yeah, you're good.
And then okay. And then they actually were open to having a dialogue, and they were originally going to have a video together where he was going to get to ask them open questions. The CEO you just talked to is the one who sent that email. And then MGS posted a story, I believe, when Ben's video came out. And when Ben's video came out, he did that. And then he got an email. We were literally on the phone and he's like, oh shit, I just got an email. And it was basically, hey, we noticed your story. And basically it was a tread lightly email. Now, this kid is 19 years old. And it was basically they're implying don't go too far or you could end up being legally implicated. And they just threw a bunch of legalism at him. And I told him dude, don't get involved. You're too young. It's not worth dragging yourself into this for no discernible reason. Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, the only thing I want in the world is for this guy to get his Lego back. And that's it. And maybe an apology would be nice to the franchisees. I don't need an apology. None of us need an apology. Yeah. That's my take.
No, I agree.
That's my Dvart.
Right. But that's the thing. There's a common thread here. It's clearly there's miscommunication. That was the other wish I had, right? It was
okay.
The other wish I had was we all got to get better at communication.
Yeah.
There's always room for improvement in that forever, eternally in the world. That's it.
I mean, Sean, I texted you. I really wanted to have Ben on with him.
No,
I would have loved to have done that, but I understand why you wouldn't want to.
And that's a communication situation. And I communicated to you why I was or maybe I only thought it, and that's where I messed up. Or I'm let's do them separate.
Sure. I mean, it would have been worth asking. I would have been curious to see what he would have said. It would have
been cool. It would have been an explosion. But it's I don't want anyone on here to be set up. Like I said, I want to state this again for all parties involved. Brent just saw it for the first time. I've been consuming it.
Oh, by the way, one sec. Sorry. Malachi said, please say I never accused BAM of anything in the video. I made a test and they performed badly. That's the context he wanted me to give for the gold C-3PO video. Yeah. He never accused them of anything. He just did a simple experiment. Okay. I'm protecting Malachi.
No,
I don't want to
fine. But
MGS, I don't want to get him in trouble.
Right. And that's the thing, right? We're just hey, we're in the middle. I'm watching this. And I said as much. It looks horrible for BAM no matter what they do at this point. But I'm let's hear other sides of the story. We got it from them, sort of. I asked multiple times, be a dude. We heard the statements. Yeah. How do you feel? And we got him to do that. The guy.
I don't feel like we did. I don't feel like we did. I don't feel like they addressed.
Hit him hard enough, but we got cussing. We got a couple things. But
I know.
But it's easier sitting in other chairs. All we wanted to do was be dude, let's give everyone a fair shake. And by the way, we'll never know the facts until they're presented. And so it was all speculation. And so we did the best we could. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
No,
over
I
here,
know.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have understood why they were the fight they seem to be playing, the consistent card that seemed to be pulled in every single situation is you don't have the money to handle a lawsuit, and we're just going to threaten to drag this out for eternity. Because even if they lose, at that point, you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100,000 into this.
Yeah.
And they've done that, and they're on record doing it with all three of these people. Now, truthfully, I think the only one of these people who are righteous is Ben and Brian. I really don't care about the rest of the players here, and obviously the franchisees. But like
but all roads led to, again, it's not to put ourselves over, me and Brent,
Sure.
but we're just like we consistently said, but why not fix it? But what? And I even tried to interrupt some of the legalese, and I did successfully. And I'm like, dude,
I think you did too. You did a great job.
And I'm just like, and I'm not trying to heap it, but I'm like, I don't want people leaving here thinking like we're on one side or the other. It's just like, dude, we heard that there's always two sides, and one is usually more wrong than the other, but they usually meet in the middle. And I'm just like, something's not adding up. Why are they not doing a better job at PR? The PR thing, to me, regardless of the outcome, I'll stand by that. It was handled despicably.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't care if Bam comes out tomorrow and everybody else was lying. It was still handled horribly.
Yeah. Well, I also hated how he was like, well, this Ben guy, he's got like a track record of getting in legal trouble.
Right.
And it's like
for fighting for the little guy.
Yeah, it's like all of it is him fighting for people.
And it's like they're pressing RICO charges. Ben's in the mafia now. Like there's organized crime.
Well,
it's a bunch of guys doing things. Now, certain things, like for instance, when it came to serving warrants, just legally speaking, or not warrants, when people are getting served, it's very common for them to get served in interesting ways. Mailmen, like these are common things because like most people don't want to confront the person they're serving. So you have these things in place, and most people don't want to get served. So they do it in legally creative ways because you're required to notify them.
Right.
So like when it comes to the UPS thing, I could see where that would be an issue. Although their whole thing about it's illegal to impersonate a postal worker, that's true for a United States Postal Service worker, not for a UPS worker. And if I remember correctly from the video, he was just dressed up as generic mailman that did not look in any way like a government postal worker. So I don't see that holding up. I think that the actual contract probably wouldn't hold up personally, based on the legal analysis I saw. It could be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, I worked at UPS for a little bit, and like I do know it's like a really bad thing if like say somebody that worked at UPS, they had a ton of like official UPS merchandise and that got in the wrong hands.
Sure.
I know but like if I wear all brown with no logos on it,
which seemed like what
that
he was
can't
doing,
right? Like if he wasn't like wearing like an actual like have the USPS logo on him somewhere, then
yeah, he's just a guy and he has a package. Now I don't know where the label was from.
Yeah,
and I don't think anyone will. I mean,
that was in part 2, right?
Was it?
I don't know. I have like 10 minutes left of the first 2-hour thing, and Dad.
Interesting. Where'd Sean
all that. He'll be back, and he's probably peeing.
Nice.
He's probably in the boys' room. But
it's gonna be crazy. Now, I have a question for you. Until this is resolved, do you plan on shopping at Bricks and Minifigs? And I want to know from chat as well what they're thinking.
So I've rarely shopped at BAMs in general. Where I live in Ohio, there's a Lego resale store in Dayton. They're just independent one-store company called Dayton Brick Shop. Shout out to them. And then up in Columbus, they have opened some BAMs. I've not been to them, but there is another Lego resale store up there called Bedlam Bricks. So shout out
Interesting.
to those. Shout out to those.
Everyone's saying no.
Lego stores.
I haven't seen anyone say no. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't have any. I don't really live close to any BAMs. They have built a couple in Columbus, which is an hour from where I live. I've not yet been to them. The closest I've been affiliated to a BAM is when Life Bricks was working at the one BAM and we all showed up for the grand opening That's as close as
Yeah.
I've been to being affiliated with BAM.
Look
I've
at
not
that.
done a lot of
Every
shopping
single
or
person
anything.
saying no. So I'm going to agree as well. I think the franchisees are wonderful. I think it is excellent. I think they're great people. They spend their entire lives putting together these businesses.
Mhm.
And BAM, who's probably still watching this, has a responsibility to make Brian whole for their franchisees, if for no one else. If
Mhm.
they make Brian whole, this goes away. It really goes away. You'll have the bad blood, and people will generally not like corporate, but that'll go away, like they said in their email of 7 to 10 days. Now it's going to get dragged out, and now it's going to go on Fox News, and now it's going to go on ABC, and now it's going to hit all the major press and be in all the newspapers. And if they want to deal with that, fine. I don't think personally that they can afford the type of PR agencies that could deal with things like that.
Yeah.
Or the legal battles that are going to be coming their way, because I don't want to speak out of turn, but there are certain forces that are behind Ben now.
Yeah.
And Ben is in a much better, more beneficial position than he was going into this. He has a YouTube video with 3 million views. He has Penguin Zero, of all people, who's now on his third video about this subject. Which is insane. He has Philip DeFranco.
Quick commercial break.
Sure.
Quick commercial break. Dude, you're doing a great job running commentary. I love the fresh energy.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm not being here's the deal. Throughout the night, Brent, and I'm sure you've gotten it too. I just want to pause for 1 second for our little broadcast here and just say that, dude, the amount of support that we have gotten for putting this on has been bonkers. Not just in the chat, you guys are showing up. The supers Brent's feverishly trying to get through. It's nuts.
It's
unprecedented.
ridiculous.
But I just want to say, even when I go to take my 40-year-old bathroom break because I'm old as shit and I have to pee all the time, I am getting like
my phone too. My phone's been
part of why I'm
blowing
delaying.
up.
Even Logan, you're included, brother. You've been texting me all night too. Like, dude, everybody has been so awesome. And as we what I say we mean when we stumble through this, we have no idea. We're just like, dude, let's just go in here, see what's up. Everybody's been so awesome.
Sure.
Thank you so much, especially
Absolutely.
the core 1,000 that show up for us every week. Thank you. There's been incremental what am I saying? We're shortchanging, Brent. We get we do all right.
Chat, can we get an ACOB in chat? I want to see just streaming.
Some dubs in the chat. This has been a wild, emotional night for us, but I want to say the real ones in the chat. If we're not seeing you tonight, apologize. But if people taking the time to text me, give advice, look out for us. Don't do this. You should do that. Thank you. It means a lot. And I know Brent hasn't had time to respond to everything. Thank you.
And I'm sure you guys were blown up because every single person in the Lego community decided that they want to give their 2 cents on this.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and we're here every week, as you know. This
Sure.
isn't new. It happened to be a major topic, but this is the shit that people were like, why are you guys not bigger? It's like, we do this
guys, look
every
at the
week.
love. Look at this chat. It's so great. Just want to shout out to the chat.
But Logan, you know
Love
this.
you
You and
guys.
I have
We
talked
casually
about
hit
strategy.
6K tonight.
But
Huge shout out to you guys.
Logan's a major strategist behind the scenes. I've talked to him many times about what we should do. It's like, dude, this is us. This is what we do. You guys are happy to see it tonight, and that's so cool. So
yeah,
we don't do
think
anything different every week. This is what we do.
This is a great community. The Lego community is a very warm and inviting community.
Yeah.
And I think, like, as a whole, like, I've seen pretty broad spanning unanimous agreement with reference to this. Cool. Everyone agrees Brian should get his Legos back.
Like, by the
everyone.
We all do.
Sure.
We want them to get their Legos back. I'm saying Legos again. We want that. We want BAM to apologize regardless if they're at fault. Just do.
You don't even need to apologize. Just
whatever.
Like
just
say,
do a corporate apology. Whatever. We'll get better.
Sure.
By the way, legend joining the show. We got Matty Ice. This thing just gets crazy.
What up?
What up? Boys in the
What's
building.
up, dude?
Matty.
How we doing?
Matty, you're one of the real ones I was mentioning earlier, dude. You took your time out of your night. Dude, you don't even know how much that meant. I'm in the middle of doing something. I'm not trying to get emotional, but you're just like, dude, you're fucking killing it right now. It's a wild night, dude.
I wasn't able to watch as much as I wanted to because I was working, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to say you were doing a great job.
Try it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just saying things.
Do you think I do? But no, I mean, I wanted to hop in here, see the chat. Chat's been flying. Everyone subscribe to ACOB. Did you guys hit 6K?
Yeah, we're well over now, dude.
Congrats.
It's
Congrats.
cool.
Congrats.
I know it's tiny little baby numbers, but that's fun for us.
No,
you know?
that's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
But no, I just wanted to hop on here and one, say congratulations for everything. But two, I mean, I'm not as well versed as you guys are, probably majority of people in chat, obviously you Republic Suds, but I just wanted
Have
to
you
say
guys met, by the way?
Yeah, we met briefly last year, right?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I just wanted to come on here and me, Finn, Rob, Stone, whatever, like we want to support the local businesses and whatever, but the whole corporate thing, that side of it, that's fucking insane to me. Like I want to help the little guy out, and if they're not the little guy in this situation, in my opinion, like get Brian his sets back. That's the biggest thing for us.
For sure.
Like for me at least. I don't know. This is just fucking wild. And
People are commenting, is this the ginger stream?
Oh, are we triple ginging it? Yeah.
It's like a
Well, I got
That's
gray
gotta
on
be
the
a record.
side. I'm
It's like
still
a 4-leaf
triple ginged.
clover,
There you
but
go. We're all very attractive, but yeah, go ahead.
but mostly Sean.
But yeah.
I'm over the hill. No,
But yeah.
dude. Well, let me get your take. I mean, you just did that, but do you agree? Like, is that the sentiment? Could that have solved it all if we headed this thing off and it never got this far? Do you agree it didn't need to get this far, dude?
yeah, I mean, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it from like a bird.
5
I mean,
days of
obviously I am.
ginger stream.
But
It's a TOT
no, just
joke,
like
yeah.
looking at it from a bird's eye view, like the guy let you
Pokemon
basically-
evolution of gingers.
like basically
Well, what do they call the oldest fuck one? I don't know all that, but
you could be Charizard, Sean.
all right,
But
good.
but for
He's
me,
in a
like
set. I like that. So
go from just looking at it. Okay, so this guy gives you his Lego sets to sell. You take a small cut. That's it. And then you transfer ownership. And now he's not getting his stuff back. I don't know. That just seems fucking nuts to me.
right, it's
Like,
just
I'm
on
just thinking
paper,
of it in my
right?
own
Nobody
job.
cares
Like,
why. You're right. It's one of those things. When there's an earthquake, right? Nobody sits there and goes, "Oh, the plates shifted and fucking all this stuff." Oh, there was an earthquake. Let's fix that. You know what I mean?
You guys
I
want
did
to
a
have
weird
Republic
parent
Bricks
example
on?
earlier, but yeah. What?
You want to have Timmy on?
We're I don't
Okay,
I don't
fine.
know.
We don't have to.
no, I want to like what do we I haven't
Yeah,
met
no.
him before. I'm sure it's fine, but I don't know.
Okay, no.
We're honestly about to wind down, so like,
Yeah, let's do it.
I think-
I'm about to get the yell at from the wife, so we're up late, you know.
Nice.
Revenge of the Ginge. I do like this. I didn't know Manny was a true Ginge. He's more blondie, but
Yeah, beard, ginge, blonde up top. But
there you
yeah,
go.
I don't
Yeah.
know how that happened.
Well, hold
Shout
on.
out
I need to
mine.
ask Logan as a fellow true blue Ginge. Do we accept the beards only? I don't. You got to have it everywhere.
Is that a thing?
We're talking
does that
Bush
work?
the whole nine. What?
Is that a thing? You could be like a ginger in, like here, but like not up here.
My dad is. My dad is
Really?
my dad is like Maddie, except he's dark up top with full Ginge beard. But I was full Ginge. Yeah.
This is a crazy way to end the night.
Yeah,
I mean,
agreed.
Should we end it any other way?
I don't
Actually,
think
we
so. I
have-
think this is
hold on,
perfect.
we actually have someone from the Salem Police Department. No, I'm kidding. That was-
I was gonna say I think the craziest thing that's gonna be the most interesting, because I know he's talking with, I don't mean to just spill all the secrets, but like I know he's talking with 2 different big YouTube like lawyer channels, and one of them is on the criminal side, one of them is gonna be on the other side. So
he said, yeah.
so he had a bunch of his civil rights violated in the process of this video. Now, did he commit some crimes? Potentially. We'll see how that pans
No,
out.
but who had you didn't say the name of who
Ben.
was- Oh, Ben.
Ben. And he literally, like, there's the section where he literally brings the Oregon law book and they're required to investigate certain things and they don't.
Stop with the ginger talk. We'll keep it going.
So that's going to be probably like the most, like, on an enticing level, interesting, because all those other things are going to settle. Like, there's a world in which it's a constitutional law issue. So the police department might end up having to pay out Ben a good amount of money, or that district municipality might have to. It would be very interesting just to see. I know nobody in Lego wants to talk about that, but that'll be
there's
very
all this
fun.
shit going on. And I don't know, Maddie, I've told you this. You're like the conscience of the Lego community. You're the most. They call you ice. You're chill.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take that.
It is. I mean, dude, I can't even. I've never seen you rattled in person or in.
The Salem brick trials.
I want to see
Take
you
that.
really pissed one night. Maybe it'll take you getting hammered and then you'll get mad, but we'll figure that out. Brick world.
We can make that happen.
Level set this. Send it home, so to speak. What needs to happen? How do we get a kumbaya out of all this?
I mean, I hope that main thing for me, give Brian back his fucking sets. That's all I care about. Like for me, if it's like I'm just thinking myself, if my sets were given away to sell and then now I can't have them and they're not getting sold, I'm not getting any money. Crazy. At the end of the day, like based on what I've seen, and obviously Ben's
Look at
video,
Mr. Soros real quick.
I saw that Salem Brick Trials is what we're gonna call it.
Yeah, no, like at the
Shout
end of
out
the
to
day,
Ross, dude.
like at this point, from what I've seen, I'll give my opinion on it. Fuck Bricks and Minifigs for everything they've done. Brian, like, give the guy his sets back. That's how I feel about it. I don't really.
They're the dad. Here, Sean.
You don't need. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to feel the burn to know it's sunny outside. That's the part that I want them to connect the dots on. They keep just like bringing up legalese. We're like, stop legalese. Just
Sean. To go to your analogy from earlier that you had about the parent like figure. Listen, if I go into a store and my child breaks a glass, I am responsible to pay for the damages. So if I have a franchisee who's a bad egg, whatever their contract says, my brand name is on the front door. I have to make this right. So however it pans out, and they also admit, by the way, to like this, they might have $5,000. They weren't admitting to that. There are like several calls in the video where they're saying we have the Legos, we have no Legos, all different points. We have some Legos, and then by the end, apparently Ben has the Legos according to the warrant. So it's just. It's egregious how they're handling it, and apparently, what Ben told me, they didn't know he was a YouTuber for most of it. Once they found out he was a YouTuber, that's when the calls stopped, because they didn't realize he was documenting the way he was. They just thought he was like a troller who was being annoying.
No, Sean, I just wanted to hop on.
Yeah.
Say from me and the rest of the TOT boys, give Brian his sets back. Fuck Bricks and Minifigs for this. This is just crazy to me. But
are you willing to let them back in your heart if they fix it correctly?
No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
You're done.
I was never a huge Bricks and Minifigs guy previously. I don't know.
You guys did a few challenge videos.
Yeah, that was legitimately the only 2 times I've ever been in one of their stores. So not on purpose. I just don't have any locally near me. But yeah, I don't know.
So someone
just give Brian his sets back at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But Sean, Brent, Public Studs, good to see you guys.
Yeah, Maddie.
See you, Brick World.
Soon. Yeah, of course.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Maddie, we'll talk. We got to get you on for the pre-hype stream the week before. We'll get all the boys on.
Yeah.
Just to send everyone to a fever till we get to Brick World, and then we'll see you at Brick World.
Yeah. All right, boys. Chat. Everyone. Peace and love.
Love you,
Let's
boys,
get Brian
brother.
his sets back.
There you go.
Later, brother.
Someone also mentioned CoffeeZilla in the comments. He saw it. He wanted to do something with it, but he's working on a giant scam operation right now. So he told Ben he just hasn't had the time.
Damn.
But Ben's going to be hitting the podcast rotation soon, so you guys will hopefully be seeing more of him.
Yeah. Well,
which is going to be nice.
He said he'd come back. I feel like everyone's
he definitely
friends with
will.
the
I'll
show.
push him too.
By the way, I want to be clear. We want whoever can come back. Crystal, Ben, Bam. By the way, there's word out. I want to get Eamon on. I want to get everyone on. I want everyone to have their chance.
My
to speak.
question: would you be willing to host a detente with the people in the video? Because right now you're dealing just with corporate. I would like to see Brandon and what's the other guy's name?
Line them up.
Yeah, I'd prefer to see them like just as the store owners, because yes, corporate is taking responsibility for it, but these are the guys in the video who claimed like rights to it. If you know, whatever.
I don't know how else to say this. We will talk to anyone at any time. Brent and I have had guy on the sidewalk at 7-Eleven on the show. We will have anybody on the show that's willing to talk about anything as long as it's interesting.
I mean, Sean, I'll tell you this much. I wouldn't be shocked at the end of this saga if it ends up on like a true crime on Netflix. This is the type of thing.
I said that earlier.
Yeah. I'd be genuinely stunned if
show
it
up
didn't.
on this. It would be hilarious. I don't even care. But
the headline's very interesting. It's going to make national media and it's going to get headlines, and more people are going to see that video documentary, which is very well put together. And part 3 is going to be coming out in relative short order. I know he has it on the burner.
I think here's the other deal. I don't know if I've asked you this directly, but would you side with like I don't know, the BAM in somewhere Georgia? Should we be shitting all over them for all this right now, or should
No,
we?
I mean, is there a specific one related to this?
No, I'm making up. I picked
No.
Georgia out of my ass. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I don't
yeah.
think any BAM franchisee or individual franchise should be punished at all. And I think, like, for my personal decision to choose not to shop at Bricks and Minifigs until this is resolved, it hurts them because corporate is not handling it. But as individuals, no, nobody should ever be threatening. And I think that truthfully, they're being a little overblown about it. If he's claiming that a 14-year-old was threatened, I would like to see evidence of this. Because that seems like a stretch to me, to be honest.
Well, you don't know, and
you're right. I don't know. That's why I'd like to see evidence for it.
Yeah. And again, it's a common thread.
Like, were there police reports filed for that? Because there should be.
You don't know. I don't know. He might not. But the point is, like,
I mean, I'd hope he'd know.
Evidence. No, he should know. But the evidence, we need it. We need all the exactly. We need police reports. Girl who was caught up in that. No, that's a different thing. Boycott BAM. Don't threaten anyone. Yeah, and again, we dude, you're active in the community. It's like we always say. I mean, dude, first and foremost, if a set is $200 and you believe it should be 140, you vote with your wallet. That's what people should be doing, but not threatening violence and any of this shit. So,
absolutely. And like we surveyed chat.
We have met great band operators. We are just hoping to show both sides of the story here tonight on ACOB. What a fucking seminal night. Brent, I know you've been quiet. I know I've been a motor mouth. What do you got, dude? Let's round it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to round all that out with what, a couple sentences, man.
You take 30 minutes, but I got to wind down here.
No, I mean, I think what we've done is only good for the community and helps the cause. And I mean, you only should, it's only a positive thing to bring more awareness to this kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's an overall W and step in the right direction for sure. Chat was definitely sounding off as they should, and yeah.
And then you see stuff like this, man. I'm sorry, last thing, but like,
no, I don't really have anything else.
No, it's good, but like Ross, good friend, and also big time Lego community member, saying like he's heard that workers are getting threatened local to his area.
Okay, well that should go. I hope that's all documented and sent to the police because that's terrible.
I don't need it from Ross. Why would he say that?
No. Like,
oh
no, I trust Ross. I hope that all the people that are calling and threatening these BAM locations that police reports are being filed.
Yeah,
because that's terrible and that shouldn't be happening. No, of course, Ross is 100%. I'm with Ross.
The heater. So
Ross is.
You're not doubting him. Yeah, you just want
Ross is great.
You just want him to help like bust these people.
No, not. Yeah. I don't. Ross's point. Wait. Let me rephrase this. Ross's point. All these locations, I hope, are reporting these things to proper authorities.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm emotional right now, but
sure.
Yeah, we'll wind it down.
Let's
Brent,
do it.
We started the show without even playing the thing tonight. We're gonna play it on the way out. People have said no supers. We got to play something on the way out. What do you want to play?
I mean, I would say so. It's
thank you, Tom.
It's like 115 supers tonight.
Damn.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. Everyone, make sure to talk to God before you go to bed.
Nobody wants to hear the supers. All right, Logan, I'll text you. Thanks, dude.
All right, Sean, it'll be great. Thank you, guys.
Brickify for life. Let's do it. Right.
Sure. Yeah, check out Brickify for all your Lego collecting needs. If we're at it,
film things with that. All right.
Oh, dude, I know we tried setting it. We'll try setting you up again. But yeah. All right.
Peace.
God bless.
Later. All right. Brent, it's just us two for a minute. What a ride, dude.
It's I didn't even think we were gonna make it. Like 700. I was like, holy shit, and then 1,000, and I think we capped at like 1,550. Like. Wow.
And by the way, if you guys want to dwindle out, we need to recap what just took place. 3 hours and 30 minutes of
I had a whole Brick World vlog ready to go.
Yep. I love this. Jandern's proud of us. Generational show. W stream. Jandern Hive, you're in there. And this was nuts, dude. I don't know, man. I saw this thing building and I'm like, let me reach out to Chris. Let me do this. Let me reach out there. And By the way, if people are wondering how you do this, you fucking send DMs. Don't be lazy about it. And you just say, here's why you need to come on our broadcast. That's it. There's no magic. There's no secrets. Be yourself. Fucking, reach out. Worst they can do is ignore you, leave you on unread, which is a big embarrassment for some. I don't give a shit. If people don't want to do it.
I remember I remember like 5 years ago, reaching out to people like Ryan and Tyler,
and rightfully so. Who are you with no one fault? Like, we get it, and I'm not trying to S our own D's here, but like, it doesn't shock me. This is fucking like, yeah.
While we still have 1,000 people here,
we got to play some of our stupid songs and drive all the audience away.
I'm not talking about songs. I just want to appreciate everybody.
We do need to play some.
Yeah, but I just want to appreciate everybody for liking and subbing, because holy fuck, like, we've been close to 6K for a minute, and we went from like 58 something to 6182. So holy shit. Thank you all so much for subbing. Like, that's insane. On any other given night, we would have popped a bottle of champagne, but like, it's kind of crazy how we just casually flew past 600. Like, that's insane. All the supers.
Thank you, Brits. Thank you.
I still feel, shout out to Brits Bricks.
Yeah. Thank you, Fritz. Thank you. Like, dude, you guys are all awesome. I'm gonna get a little mush.
Yeah, well,
I'm fucking tired.
I wish we could literally go through every single super.
Thank you, Whoppy. And Whoppy, by the way, Whoppy's one of those guys texting me, fucking counseling throughout. Like, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, we'll clip for sure.
Generational run.
Thanks, Hive. Thank you, Empire. Love your shit, dude. Thank you. Dude, that was fun. It was a lot of fun. No, we had normies in here too. They just wanted to check the fiasco, but again, we want to get back to the boys. A lot of fun.
Yeah, huge.
Right. Brent, we should play a few out. Really drive out the audience. What do you want to hear? Because everyone said don't play any supers. Yeah, all right. For the 1,000 of you that are still around, we also make stupid songs and
super chat songs.
Super chat songs. Usually we
people
play one
people leave us money and request songs that we make. Well, Sean makes with AI.
And here's the take of how Lego felt about us on May the 4th, or how they usually feel about us on May the 4th. This is Coins and Keychains.
Lego thinks we love. Lego thinks we love. Coins and keychains and little shit that isn't fixed. Would you like this? Would you like that? No, motherfucker, give our figures back. I swear that I will quit this hobby. I don't care what you do. Give me another heater, bitch, like our dear and Baru. Lego thinks we love. Lego thinks we love. Shit that isn't fixed. All I want, May 4th, is Padme, torn shirt, standing behind her, building Dexter's diner. All I want, May 4th, is Padme, torn shirt, standing behind her, building Dexter's diner. Instead it's coins and keychain, little shit that isn't. Coins and keychain, little shit that isn't fixed.
Goddamn.
Big dubs for the chat, guys.
Big dubs, dude. This is all you guys, man. That was cool. I talked to Brent. I'm like, another ACOB. We're gonna run this thing.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain to him like the magnitude. I'm like, oh. And by the way, Brent, tease next week. We might even wait till next week. You've been working hard on something. This got interrupted, but what are you dropping?
Yeah, no, I have. I didn't even think I was gonna do it. I have a I have a vlog. For those of you that don't know,
Ross loves it. He wants the tabs on that one.
Yeah,
I fucking love Ross. Ross, we gotta talk more often, dude. You're fucking awesome.
Oh, you mean guitar tabs? That's
yeah,
funny.
he wants the tabs. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for those of you that don't know, literally every single year at Brick World, I film, to make a vlog, and then I never actually edit and release the vlog until like a few weeks before Brick World the next year. But it's kind of funny because it just kind of feeds into the hype of the next year. So it's become a tradition at this point. But I have a vlog ready to show off and for us to kind of react together on stream with you guys. It's literally it's uploaded privately on my YouTube channel, so you're not gonna be able to find it. But
this will be talked about at Brick World, Brent, for sure.
Yeah.
This fucking night is crazy.
Yeah. But the vlog is ready. It's like 33 minutes. I had no idea that
you thought you'd have like 10. That's
dude.
crazy.
I 100% thought that I would only have like a 10 to 15 minute vlog. And that's with me.
Love you, Nicole.
That's with me
Nicole's
trimming down. That's with me trimming down a lot of shit. So it actually turned out. It actually turned out pretty freaking good. A lot of awesome moments captured. Sean sent me a little bit of footage that he got that I put in there. So a really fun Brick World vlog from last year to react to with you guys on stream. Probably next week, Sean?
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna go full hype fest next week. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, yeah. So
we'll have Brick Shell joining. Like it's gonna be. I honestly think the next 2 weeks need to be Brick World hype, and so yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We have people actually demanding more supers. So we'll run them out. Yeah, it's the ultimate countdown. That's true. My voice is shot. Dinos? Should we show people the dinos?
Yeah, do that because I almost actually put that super into the vlog because you guys will see.
I just wanna know how they feel. Are they dark? Are they white? Are they healthy? Do they bite? Take me to your room for reasons only I know. Don't show me your boobs. I just wanna see your dinos. Oh yeah, darling, I need to know. I just wanna see your dinos.
Have you heard that there's all new sets? I got my wallet. Let's get wet. Cause I got the way. I got it. Cause I got the way. I got it. Yeah, some of you boys get a set of two, that's the worst. I take them full price and build them on the first. Cause I got the way. I got it. Cause I got the way. I got that bitch. I got the bitch.
Call it Disney tax, call it inflation, call it Lego, nuts in your face. Sell your house, sell your pet, only way you get $1,000 set, $1,000 set, $1,000 set, $1,000 set. Sell your kidney, get $1,000 set. Had the 1,000, had my wife, now I got the set. Death gave me life. $1,000 death store. I got heaters to the left, heaters to the right. When I fix the Joker hippo, I'ma party all night. But never in my life, no, did I ever have a set that I wanna make my wife. Don't want no house, don't want no kids. All you gotta give me is 40 fucking figs. 40 fucking figs, 40 fucking figs. I even do a bid for 40 fucking figs. Dear Lordy, my body needs the 40 40 fucking figs, 40 fucking figs. Yeah. You can run, even really fast. It won't matter when I roll up on your ass, I am metal. I've got my blasters, I'm a badass roly-poly robot disaster. Troika, Trade Federation, pinball. Troika, I make all the Jedi pay. Yeah, yeah, I keep rolling, bitch.
We have the Skirt Gang invading the Rennie. I desperately need backup. I need backup.
3, 1, 2, get your figure to the Rennie, at the Rennie we ride. 3, 1, 2, Southside. Get your figure to the Rennie, at the Rennie we ride. Southside Trooper. What? Southside Trooper. Beep, 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 beep. Meet me in the lobby. This ain't no key change, the best ship ever, we talking the Wayne. Other ships cool, this make me deranged. If I don't get or can't have the Wayne. Your girl called, guess she rang. She's a rocket, so you know I gave her a wang. I like them orange, you could call them tang. I'm a dork, but I never watch Big Bang. Give me that, give me that.
But you gotta play Rennie. You gotta play Rennie. You gotta play Rennie.
We gotta play Rennie.
You put beers in your mouth at the Rennie. At the Rennie. You can meet your future spouse at the Rennie. At the Rennie. You can party all night at the Rennie. At the Rennie. Buy the orders that you like at the Rennie. At the Rennie. It all goes down at the Rennie. If you stay another place, you offend me. Them other hotels at the Rennie. The Rennie is the Rennie is the Rennie. The Rennie is the Rennie.
Drop that ass like an 18, OT, 18, OT. Drop that ass like an 18, OT, 18, OT. Drop that ass like it. I wanna see how low it can get. Baby, my beat is like the gunship. Them boys may have others whips, but my girthy boy is still the shit. 18, OT, 18, OT. Drop that ass like it.
I remember when all the sets used to come with figures. Then one day dioramas were released and my figures went away. Oh, oh, oh. No figgy, no buy. No figgy, no buy. Oh, darling, Moses is a trash. No figgy, no buy. Yeah.
All right, boys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Brent, closing thoughts.
Big ups
yeah,
to
Christ.
big ups to Mark for the 50 gifted, considering there's still a lot of new members or a lot of new viewers right here
guys.
that don't watch us
Yeah.
typically. So for any of you
like
newer
and sub, dude. Yeah.
for any of you newer viewers that got gifted a membership from the Chief Brick Officer himself, Mark, who runs Brick World, great guy, just gave 50 of you some membership, so that's awesome. So if you haven't liked and subbed, just before we go, I know we don't ever solicit like this and tell people to sub and like our channel and all that good shit.
We're very weird about it, even though it's the right thing to do.
But and truthfully and saying, I mean, we literally just cleared 2,000 or 6,200. I mean, we're at 6217.
Brent and I started with 0.
Well, you know, I did have a little YouTube. I did
Well,
have a
you
little
did,
YouTube.
yeah.
I did have a little YouTube channel going on myself before we started this shit, but you know.
Yeah. No, but go to Brick World. You guys have to go. If you're new around here, come meet all these people on this thing at Brick World. Brent, recap all the guests. If you're short on names, I could do it, but we've got Crystal, Chris joining in the beginning again. No judgment, right? We don't know who the hell did what, but Chris and her husband, awesome guests.
Yep.
You know, in total fairness, we got the COO, which is crazy,
insane.
Like second, third ranked, whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
freaking Reckless Ben got in here.
Reckless Ben got in here.
That was
Ryan,
really wild.
Not
Ryan
to
was in
shortchange
here.
Ryan, but
yeah,
you know, people are like, "Whoa, Ryan's here." That's hype. Ryan's here. You know, when he can get here. Ryan's a friend of the show. We had Studs on for the first time tonight. So many people supporting. Thank you
was
guys.
that really
so
the
much.
first time he ever came on an ACOM stream?
I think so. I mean, we've known him and talked to him, but I don't know if he's been on before.
I guess it's hard to tell when we've, like,
Nicole, great friend. She's got to be back on. Well, she wasn't on tonight, but she'll be back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Great stream. Dude, I got to get to bed. I'm just like, holy shit. More Fallout tomorrow. Listen, there is an offer on the table to get Bricks and Minifigs CEO on tomorrow. Amon. I'm so bad with pronounce. But if he wants to come on tomorrow, I'll jump back on tomorrow. We might have a G-dub. We might run one. But all roads lead to Brick World, guys. That's all I can say. Because everything we do every week, we just want to hang with the boys one time a year for a week. Get to Brick World Chicago. Holy shit. Best time of your lives. You know? So. Still the best theme in the game. Brent, send it home. I'm done talking.
Brick World Chicago's coming up in about less than 3 weeks at this point. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you, Silicon Dave. Yeah.
Next week, we're going to be reacting to my vlog of last year to just build up more hype. What a generational stream. I can't thank the chat enough for all the new subs, all the new channel members, all the like and loves and support, and all the super chats. Over 100 of them. Crazy, 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 crazy. We literally can't thank you guys enough. I saw Kid Leroy last weekend, and it was amazing. Best concert I've ever seen. Just going to throw that out there.
That was a little jelly. I didn't even know you were heading in.
So good.
I'm starting to listen to it now, bro. We'll compare notes.
Tour merch right here. Incredible concert. I'll talk more about it next week.
You guys are all amazing. Thanks for rocking with us. We did the best we could with this very controversial topic. More to come right here on A Couple of Brickheads.
Every single Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're live right here. Right here. Every week.
Take a breath.
Love you guys. Love you guys. Go to Brick World. We'll see you there.
Go to Brick World. Sub. Come back. We're good.
Best LEGO convention in the world. Shout out to Matt Black Bricks. Oh. All right. Well, Sean left and I'm here still. Yeah, shout out to Matt Black Bricks.